get into that. But hey, welcome back to the To Be Fair show. I am your host, Johnny P.
Oh, here, real.
It's Tone filling in for Q today.
Oh yeah, and we switched it up a little bit,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
before
yeah.
we get started, please tap in on all social medias at the To Be Fair show. That's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the like button, subscribe. You know, we be here Saturdays, Sundays, Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Leave a comment, and hey, the super chat, we already got a couple in there. The chat get active and all super chats get read immediately. But we
100%.
we gonna get into it. Y'all saw the question.
Yeah.
We gonna hop into that.
Yeah. And so this is my question for the week. You know what I mean? And y'all can see it, you know what I mean? Would our image be more positive if we owned our own media, right? Because a lot of the times we hear people saying like the reason for the thing being like, or hip hop being like it is, or you know what I mean, the shows and all of the things that you know what I mean, them being as they are, if we owned them, we would be portraying ourselves in different lights, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all? And so I guess I'll get my take on it first. So, well, I won't give a take. Actually, I want to see what y'all think, and then I'll kind of elaborate on why that question kind of
I've
stood out
actually
to me.
been a proponent. We actually seen this actually happen. Bob Johnson with BET, when he owned BET, there was a different thing. Now, what I'm finding out now is that Bob Johnson got pushed out of the company. He didn't really want to sell his company. He got pushed out of it. So the people who own it now definitely don't represent us. And there was a
playing on BET. I heard they probably playing the same. They probably still playing Baby Boy like a motherfucker.
Niggas don't even watch cable no more.
Yeah.
Like when the last time a nigga turned the TV?
Bro, I didn't even know BET was still on.
It's still on, but like when it was a black channel though, and the black media was being portrayed, there was a balance of stuff. Because I know you remember BET News. BET News had a lot of segments. You had like Teen Summit that was on there. There was a lot of different shows on there.
I'll give you that. There was definitely, but I will say there was still an overarching theme of like, what's the movie that always played back when he was Baby Boy?
Baby Boy.
Talking
playing
about
on that motherfucker forever.
Nah, if you look,
man, that was Bob Johnson era like, when they started rocking the Baby Boy started
Bob
in his
Johnson,
era.
That was their elite era. It feels like.
But I'm saying, but that
because Bob Johnson left in like early 2000, didn't he? It was like when the Bobcats came, he started the Bobcats. When that started, like so, whenever the Bobcats had started,
he got out.
He had left. He was gone.
Huh?
Oh, okay. I thought so it was after. So
it's been a good little minute. So it started getting towards. But before that, like. Back in the day, if you go look, I be watching these videos on YouTube. So I actually watch these shows, like, because I like watching old videos and seeing like
they used to have college. They used to have College Shield.
Yeah, you had like even though College Shield was still wild, but still like it was a balance of things though. You had both sides of the thing that
they used to have a Making the Band joint too.
That was on there.
Yeah, because like I think that's where Miguel was on one of them. It's like it was.
Yeah, he was on the House of Fatty Cool. Yeah,
Fatty Cool.
Miguel was on there. And they turned.
I forgot the name. I forgot the name of that show, but it was like BET's version of like Making the Band.
And I asked that question.
Kind of fun.
I asked that question because it seems like even with the black creators, the things that we are gravitating towards are still these things that we say, oh, if we owned it, then we wouldn't.
But let me ask you this though.
But it seems like we still fucking overwhelmingly.
I think that's changing though, because I think like if you look at America, like most people don't own the media they consume. I mean, like most of the media is consumed by like a small,
it's owned
by like like it's a small percent like that owns the media that controls the narrative. So it's not even that like a lot of white people even own the media that they consume. It's like this super like selective group. And I think that it is changing because I think we're in the era where you do have more like media-minded black folks. Like there's the Revolt TV.
Yeah,
you got the Black Effect, the podcast thing with the Charlemagne's. You got the To Be Fair show and Unpack, and like there's a lot of like black media that's black owned, that's like non-influenced.
But we kind of not. That is out podcast, there,
but it's not necessarily.
Not even this podcast.
But I'm saying, but that's where it changes. And I'm saying, and I'm saying, like most of like our media is owned by them, but like it's owned by so few people that like I think it goes on like 6 families or something that like most of like all the media is controlled by. So like it's a problem for everybody, not just black folks. But I think 100%. We're changing it by like through like the YouTubes and the Twitches, the Kick. I think there are,
or it's being changed. We're not necessarily changing.
But I think some of the biggest people in those spaces are black people, like the Casanats and the
right.
As far as like building your own platform with your own viewers, and like building your own media, I think black folks or something. And then there's the Mr. Beasts, and there's some other folks out there that are really getting to it.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm not talking about YouTube. You know what I mean? Of course, YouTube as an individual, like we do, you can own your own thing and own YouTube. But I'm talking about the actual platforms that it, you know what I mean? Your BETs, your all of the films, and you know what I mean, all of the major productions that are actually providing, because we complain a lot about the image that we're portrayed in, but then I also see that we are doing a lot of the portraying of these images ourselves as well.
One of the things I just found out recently, and I just shared the meme where I seen this at, but there are people who are actually making pages pretending to be black, acting like they founded by black people, but they be stationed in Russia, China, all over the place. So there are people who are pretending to put out black media, and they, like, if you watch the meme, it explains it more and it shows like the details.
Let's take a look at the meme then.
I was like, that's crazy though.
But the only point I was making was like, in the era that we live in, we do have the power to create other media than the media that is owned and controlled by the people that we don't really rock with, and that's creating this false narrative of us.
This one, okay.
Yeah.
And that's
Judge Mathis shared this.
Okay, let me add to the stage.
Hey, we both from South Carolina, Steve. Shut up.
What Steve say? India, John, what did he say?
India, Pakistan.
John just threw himself up there with Charlamagne. Shout out to the South Carolina boys.
What was he saying relative to India and Pakistan? What are you talking
about? Probably the people who own these channels.
Okay.
But just check this out.
They basically took this salacious commentary and ran with it.
Hiding behind names like Black Tea or Urban Gossip, posing as insiders from our community.
Hey, is this sharing it?
Yeah. Yeah, we can just do that.
But exposure changes everything. Look at how this group of channels, owned and operated by the same person, amplified Willie Laney's lies. These videos didn't appear randomly. They were released in sequence. Look at the pattern and malicious intent by which they operated. This is coordinated amplification, and their goal is always one thing: make the lie go viral. Get people to start writing the celebrity, get their attention, get them to respond and feed the algorithm. Once they pull you into it, they profit from the chaos. Then there are the accounts that we are not in settlement talks with, and they are named in our lawsuit. Here they are. Nazir Rao claims to be based in the U.S., runs the channel Star News, targets Black U.S. celebs and public figures with misinformation. He's actually based in Pakistan. Dinar Minglalamov runs the channel Black Tea, claims to be based in the United States, targets Black celebs and public figures with denigrating content. He's based in Russia. Kunjamal Jayan, official Vault Videos, claims to be based in the United States, targets Black public figures and celebs with defamatory content. Yes. He's based in India.
Okay, we get it.
You can't you? Can we not look at these pages and tell that it's not Black people running?
A lot of people can't, bro.
Hold on. What would be the thing? Hold on. I got a question. What would be the identifying factor that makes you think that we should be able to tell that it's not run by Black people?
The content.
What do you mean? Fuck it. What do you mean? Yeah. Black folk love the fucking gossip shit too. What do you mean? I guarantee you that we are the reason why that shit's working.
Bro, but I'm saying if you look into, because I've seen a couple of the Black Tea, and I've seen a couple of them, and like you can tell, like if you just look at the content in some of them pages and consistently, like, not just take one story from the page.
Okay.
But if you look at each of these pages and consistently look at what they post, and look at the pattern, shit. It's gonna be a pattern of being outrageous and like that. Each of these pages, I'm saying, if you go and look at, don't just take one story by itself. But if you look at these pages and look at the patterns, it's very easy to see what.
So, what kind of pattern are you talking about?
About just being outraged, about like being like some of the most negative shits about Black celebrities, some of the most biased stories about Black celebrities, some of the like rage baiting. And if you look at some of these pages, and I ain't looked at all of these pages, but the ones I have, it's very easy to be like, oh, this is some fake black, like wanting to be.
I'll say, but
but I'm saying, but like, you can't just take one story from the page. You have to go and look at it and see a pattern.
What I'm saying is, you have multiple people who share these same stories.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, people shouldn't share them. That's
but that's what happens, though.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day,
but that's on us. But that's on,
and that's what I'm talking about. Like at what we love the negative shit. First, we love the negative shit. Let's just be real. That's the shit that's just gonna get the clicks. That's gonna get the shares.
That's on us as people that look like. But like, if we are people that like understand that we love negative shit, when negative shit come out, shouldn't we be scrutinizing it? I mean, like, wait a minute, like, is this really?
I'm not saying we shouldn't, but I mean, at the end
of the day, that makes sense. If we're gonna be a negative,
I got another question now. Just to think about it.
We're gonna be a negative.
Why do you think it is that we gravitate so much to the negativity?
I think that's a human nature thing. I think that's like a black people thing. I think that's
okay.
I think that's a human. But we're talking about black people.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, why is it a human? What do you think causes it? You think we just as innately people always? I
think it's amazing. Like, I mean, like. Man, you've been riding down the road and seen a wreck, and like you slow down and be like, and look, like I don't know what makes you slow down and kind of look at the wreck, but like that is a human nature thing when you're riding, and it's something that like I do every day, and it's somebody up there that done died doing the same thing that I do every day. When I ride by, I'm kind of like, and like be like, there's something about that. Because like if somebody died like in a car accident, it's called onlooker traffic. That's a natural
I understand
thing.
that, to me that's something different than like seeing some celebrity gossip, such and such cheated on. I think
it's the same psychology though.
So let me ask you this: psychology. Do you think that it says a lot about where we actually are and how we actually feel as individuals? Like because we have so much negativity in our lives that we gravitate towards the thing that's going to make us feel better about our situation.
I think there are like people that have gotten really good at understanding human psychology and exploit it to the utmost. I don't even think it's about like us being bad. I think it does like put a mirror and show like some of our weaknesses, but like,
and that's the thing. Like, and I agree with Steve 100%. Right? Americans love slop. Right?
Before they even said they even create white nationalist pages. So just
fake
like
white nationalist, like exactly. So it's not necessarily,
but it's a human nature. The same thing about when motherfuckers see a car accident and like body and all this shit. You gonna drive by and slow down to like try to see as much of the shit as you can. It's a natural human thing.
Yeah, but I think that has more to do when it's just a bad example. I think the example's bad because like. When you were looking at the car accident, you're just wanting to see how like it's like
you want to see the negative shit,
right? But it's like no. You're not looking, but you're not looking. Hold on, that's a reason because you're not looking to find somebody dead there.
But if there's
that's not what you're looking for. Exactly, you just want to see what happened. Like, oh damn, how bad was like? Oh shit, hopefully everybody's okay.
The possibility there could be somebody dead.
But you're not.
Right? You slow down. If you didn't want to see nobody dead, and you never wanted to see a dead body, you would just speed past it.
I don't be going by,
and you wouldn't stop.
No, I don't either.
And you wouldn't stop because like the only reason you stop is because there's a chance that you know something bad happened. And so there's a chance that there could be a thing. If that's the only reason, because the only reason people stop for onlooker traffic is because something negative happened.
So what's the difference between the people who decide they don't want to watch the negative stuff? Because like
there's some people that like get in the left lane and like.
Bro, I drive by in the car and I look at the thing, but I'm not like attracted to negative.
Exactly.
But there's a lot of people. That's the reason why the traffic slowed down when there's a wreck because there's a lot of people that won't
in control of the media that's being portrayed and like.
That's a real psychological thing that you can't even like put on the media.
Hear what I'm saying? When you hear something being regurgitated over and over again, like you see the same things being regurgitated, people start to believe it, and then it starts to become what it is. So I think like. The fact that our media isn't controlled by us, like our media, even the music is controlled, it's not controlled by us. The movies are not controlled by us. What goes on TV is not controlled by us. We had a few magazines, we don't even got that no more.
Right. Like, but it also goes into what we support.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, if Jet Magazine is the black magazine, if black people stop fucking supporting it, you know what I mean? If black people stop subscribing to the thing, then the shit's gonna go away.
And I forgot what
that just was naturally
I don't think they
happen.
had just stopped subscribing. It was something that happened with them.
But it's the same thing with like the Essence.
But I'm saying,
but a lot of these things were like these media companies, they just get bought out.
And that's exactly the issue.
It's not like they just went away because we stopped supporting them.
Yeah,
they went away because they got bought out, and then we stopped supporting them. And then it went away.
So let me ask you this: do you think that
after the buy? That's
at the same time, do you not think that if let's say it's bought out and then it's pretty much taken away, there would then be, if there's a demand for said thing, there will be someone else that comes in and steps into that place to fulfill this need.
But the culture isn't a magazine. You see what I'm saying? Because like all magazines went away, like Life magazine, Time magazine, it's not just black magazines.
Bro, you just talking about the black part about it.
No, but I'm talking about media. Magazines just don't hit no more.
That was just one example. Like
I'm saying, but magazines just don't hit.
Even with that, the way that could have worked out was whoever had founded it could have had their kids take over and turn it into the media, like the media portion. There could have still been a Jet site that this stuff was still going on. They could have got to the web.
But like a lot of these white magazines didn't do that either, though. A lot of them got caught with
Johnny, you getting too caught up on the black part of it.
I'm talking about media, and these media companies got caught in the same trend that these black media companies did.
Okay,
like Life magazine, Time,
right?
They're all gone,
right?
Just like Jet, Ebony, and Essence. So it's not about them being black or what they could have did being black. It's just the thing about like most of these magazine companies missed the ball, and it was just a media thing where the media just switched. And the culture switched, and like the culture wasn't necessarily reserved to these magazines. The culture can.
I wasn't trying to dwell on the magazines. I was just basically saying we don't have any media really like that we're in control of for real. Like, because I had mentioned music and I mentioned TV and everything too. On top of the magazines, we ain't got no media that's actually us putting it out for real, or that we're in total control of putting it out. And it's almost impossible now because unless you in charge of TV, which is owned by like.
But I don't think
like 3 or 4 corporations at this point,
right?
Like whatever goes on the TV is controlled. Like that's controlled. Whatever is viewed, whatever goes in these publications and what goes on these websites and stuff is controlled. Like it's not.
But my thing is,
hold on, Johnny, hold on. So even with all that being said, what do y'all think is the thing? Like if we want to talk about the balloon show, you know what I mean? We can sit and look at that's a net negative.
I think
that's a net negative. I think that's a net negative. Like when because it turns into like a fucking.
It's the fast dollar, and I think I just seen. Matter of fact, I just seen an example of this.
I don't necessarily believe. I don't.
Cooking with Kaya was sharing that she had. Y'all remember her? She was sharing that she ain't got no money and stuff now, and all of this stuff.
Oh wow!
So she ain't been. And which makes sense because I ain't seen her as much. Like as we were
all
seeing.
All she did was go viral though. Like she didn't do anything.
She could have made that monetary. The whole point I'm saying is that like
you ain't got a business plan,
though. Bro, you making me forget what I was thinking. Like.
Can't bring up Cooking with Kaya though. Like
I was bringing it up for a reason, but now I just forgot. Fuck it, man. I forgot the whole example. It was an example I was bringing up relative to what he had just said before that. But I was saying she was just an example of this where I forgot where I was even going, bro.
My thing is like
talking about the quick dollar.
Oh yeah. So that's what it was talking about basically. Like she didn't set up a brand or an actual long-term thing. She kept shaking ass for the fact of getting that quick dollar. Right. So then that didn't turn into anything when it didn't keep going on because people ain't gonna watch that but for so long. Like a girl cooking food and shaking her ass, you only gonna watch it but for so long. So that's not a legit brand. And she had the opportunity to do that, but she didn't work on that. She kept going for the quick dollar. So eventually that opportunity runs out. And that's what a lot of people are still doing. They go for the quick dollar and they make the quick thing that's going to get the attention so they can get the quick dollar, but it's not necessarily a longevity thing. It's not really any thought put into it to make it a real brand or something that lasts.
Yeah.
And I agree with that. But the point I was trying to make was like, nobody tries to make it a thing or build out. Like somebody said that the whole point of greatness is to sell out the white folk. Like most people, even white people, have that business plan as far as they create a business
to sell.
Right. And so, like, if that's our thing, of course we're gonna get this shit. But like, we have a opportunity to where like we can control our media. There are people that control their audience. They can say what they want to. They have platforms that allow them. But like we only worry about what TV and radio and traditional media is doing, we're never gonna get the message. And because like they're like Kai. Like look at a nigga like Kai. He is killing like late night TV.
Kai
Sanat.
He's killing late night TV.
I'm saying just what he's able to do in the amount, like what he did, like what was that, September, October?
I mean, I don't follow.
He streamed for like 30 days straight.
Uh-huh.
And like he had everybody that was somebody come to his stream.
Uh-huh.
Just like a late night TV show. But he's just a nigga that's doing, him and his homeboys, they are doing that by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's just them, but they getting a little bit of help and they, you know, they touching platform. But that's something where they're doing where they have a audience.
And so my question what are they promoting? Like I've never watched it. What is their thing?
No, I'm saying they own their thing.
I understand it. So what is their content? Like what is it? Is this going to be is there some kind of positive thing to it?
It's just fun
for the youth.
It's fun.
So it's just purely just
it's fun.
Random entertainment.
It's fun. It's just fun.
Okay.
But he owns
like kids watching kids play.
But he's also young.
Okay,
he's also young.
Right.
And so, but my thing is like a nigga like Kai, we should promote him to keep his shit by himself and let him do whatever he want to do. Because as a young man, if you're able to like own your content at that age, the more and more you grow and start learning things about the world, the more and more your mindset will change. And you'll eventually get to these conversations that we're having with 36, 37, 38. Like we having these conversations now, but like he'll eventually get there. But he's also a nigga that got his own platform. So we should give him grace and room and allow him to get to these conversations, because when he gets there, it's gonna be a lot of other people that come with him.
So all right. So I got another question, and I'm gonna go back to too. I see what you said. We're gonna go back there, but I just want to ask this question now. So in a situation like you just said a moment ago, you say like even white people or people in general, they start businesses and build businesses just to sell them, which is like, okay, this is the money play, which makes sense. Or is it that we as a black community, is it to our detriment that we try to hold people to a different level of accountability as the owners of things that are pushing the culture, and we feel like, oh no, you're not supposed to sell it, and you know what I mean? Is it? Should we be putting
accountability? Like, are these people not supposed to sell these things?
That's what I'm asking. Do we feel as though these owners are supposed to be doing something differently than anybody else because we are in the space that we are in, as far as being not owning and and what we do own is like, so is it fair for us to have that expectation?
It's
not fair, because I think
it's not even whether I think it's fair or not, more so than like, dang, go ahead, bro. I
don't think it's fair, because it's like if we're all about a bag and you're able to get a bag and feed your family and take care of your family and like secure that shit for you and your people.
But are you already you're more than likely already feeding your family prior to selling, which is the reason why you're selling, because it's such a lucrative business that then you've tripled, quadrupled, or you know what I mean, multiple times over.
But why wouldn't we want that for black people?
So I was talking about this a week ago. If y'all remember, I was talking about the poor or the rich decision, like the difference between the decisions. And I had used the example of mustard.
Oh yeah.
I was talking about how you can go in the store and you see this 4 ounce that says it's for $3 or whatever, but then you got the 10 ounce that says it's for $4 or $5 or whatever. Yeah. Like you won't look at the other one and say it's cheaper, but really the one that's got more is cheaper.
It's a better value.
Yeah, it's a better value. Yeah. So that's exactly it. We still, and I understand the mentality, because like when you put in a position where you ain't had $100,000 and somebody offering $100,000 to buy your company, like I can understand like being ready to, let me go ahead and take it. Or they offering $500,000, because I'm like, if you just offering $100,000, I don't think that's enough to buy a successful company. Like if I'm got a chance of succeeding, you don't need to sell. But it's people who will do that,
right? Even
with the example of 100,000, like you on the road to success, you will break through away, or you will step away from getting all the way there if you just stick with it the long way. But somebody comes along because they see what you got and they see the value in it, and they go ahead and, okay, I'll give you another example.
Go ahead. But I think y'all missing it there, because even like if you do stick with it,
talking to the mic, Johnny,
to the ownership part, there's motherfuckers that own so much shit that they buy corporations,
right?
Like BET was like, it wasn't just a nigga that just did the thing. I'm saying, but like Bob Johnson had a corporation. He had a platform. He could talk to black people, and they still offered him enough money to where it was fair value for him to say, fuck the corporation. You know. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like there's still a value. Like you talking about niggas taking unfair value.
No, what I'm saying is my mind is still set up in poor mindset.
But like, what about when the rich nigga gets offered fair value for the company? Like if they give Bob Johnson $2 billion for the BET, then like is he not supposed to take that for his people?
No, it's not even that.
Offered fair value.
I'm not saying he shouldn't take it. Like I'm like that's up to the owner. That's why I said I don't think it's a matter of being fair or not, because it's like it's up to the person. Like,
but we talking about
like,
a nigga
but it's two sides to the coin.
So where you can't take an unfair thing up front.
Yeah, what I'm saying though is two sides to the coin of things. So like, yes, it's like you gotta do for your family and everything. Yes, but the part where we keep messing up in the black community and where if we don't get it correct, it's never going to get correct. Like if we don't correct it, it's never going to get corrected. Is we keep on selling this stuff out. We don't build anything that keeps growing and can grow to the past $1 million brand where we can actually compete. And at this point, we probably don't have a chance of doing that.
And if you should sell, and see, this is something too that I actually appreciate. Like the people that I bought my house from, right? They wanted to sell to people from the neighborhood or had a family in the neighborhood that looked like them because they understood what was going on, this exchange. We still want to get a fair value for what we have, but we want to give this to a person that looked, especially, and they was happy that we were a young family. We didn't have kids yet. We were married. You know what I mean? So they were so happy that we were the ones buying the house. So is it like, you know what I mean? So at what point, if we plan to build this whole community thing, it's like with the whole sellout, like they saying, like at what point do we not continually sell the fuck out? Like because we continue, because we can complain about it. We complain about it every single time. We complain about it every single time. Yet we still continually do that. And as a culture, the bag, everything and I think that the thing is that we've been convinced, because there was a time period where I'm sorry, I keep stopping my thought, but like capitalism. We should take part in capitalism, but we shouldn't allow capitalism to own us, to create, to change the culture and manipulate our culture as much. But that's what we're seeing. Like American culture now is this for the sale mentality. Whatever I can get, I ain't really worried about y'all. You know what I mean? Yeah, if I get me a couple quarters, I ain't worried about y'all. Goddamn, fuck y'all. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's bigger. Like that's bigger than BET is bigger than I'm able to go in, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, so if I do make the decision to sell, should I be thinking about and prioritizing the culture? So when I do sell it, that it's going to a place that is going to be beneficial to what it is that I'm doing.
But my thing is like when these white companies sell, are they thinking about all other white people?
Well, what I'm saying, are we in the same situation as they are though?
My thing is Bob Johnson got $3 billion.
I understand.
For BET. That's how you wrong, Unc. He said 2 million. Nigga got $3 billion he got $3 billion for BET. And who are we to tell that nigga to not take the $3 billion?
What Johnny, so what I'm saying, only thing I'm saying is that if we sit here and we talk about our position, right? We talk about our position relative to the count everyone else, right? We talk about the immigrant comes here and manifest the fucking American dream much easier than we are able to. We talk about all of this, you know what I mean? And then this nigga Johnny and sit here and still be co-signed to sell out. like what the fuck? Which one is it? You can't complain and then say, oh yeah, but he got a bag. What the fuck are we talking about? Fuck are we talking about?
My thing is like, if we not gonna do the thing, like everybody sell out. Everybody sell out. CNN done sell out. Like all the companies done sold out. Like it's only 6 motherfuckers that own the media shit in our America. Everybody sold out.
6 no more, it's 4, but yeah.
Even to my point where everybody sold out. Those 6 even sold out.
So I'm not saying 4. That this. You talk about what's happening.
So it's about, but it's about the thing. And my thing is, if we're not gonna come together,
so has it been a net positive or a net negative for us that everybody sell out? Just because everybody doing it, don't mean we're supposed to keep doing it.
Even niggas didn't sell out. Even niggas didn't sell out, don't mean it's gonna be a positive for us.
So we should. Hold on. You just were saying
if niggas would have kept BET, nigga, that would have been
the argument. The argument was just that we don't own we don't own the media, which is we don't control our image, right? Because we sold out, right? We keep selling it. you're still fucking advocating for selling even while you complaining. That's what I'm just saying.
I'm talking about traditional media, and then we can get it. But I think when it comes down to like new modern media, I think that is a totally different thing. Like I just was talking about the Casanats and all of them, and I think like they should. But there's certain points where like if you get fair value, go and take it.
Oh yeah, you know. Shout to Q. He said it changes when most black people are in poverty or under middle class. What agreed? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? If that wasn't the okay, never mind. We're gonna it's different. Johnny, you just be running in the boxes for no reason.
It's different than like because we also agree that niggas in way different position than we was when we grew up.
Oh, y'all talking about the number. Let me go back. Unc wanted me to read this comment from up here. My bad. Unc said, of course it would. Of course it would. I guess he was answering. Would our image? Hold on.
Would it be more positive?
Would our image be more positive beyond it? Right. He said, of course it would, but fear from government and powers that be. It can never happen. Look at the paper from the NOI. I'm not 100% sure. Then he said the government put the paper from the Nation of Islam as a propaganda. I'm sorry, and also anti-Semitism. But the government is ran by people don't want the truth told about them. People
that's why
people that don't want the truth.
That's okay, I understand what you're saying. I'm like, they censoring papers and then you letting other stuff go out that is obvious propaganda and you letting that be true, but then you censoring papers that we know is kind of tough. Like, it's like, yeah, keep it even kill if y'all gonna do it. If they propaganda, let them put out their propaganda because you let this propaganda go out. But yeah, that's one of the things. And even with the Nation of Islam, they have the money to have a channel and they can't even get their own stuff. Like they actually have the funds to do a lot more than what they do. They was working on the NOI network at one point and they shut them down from that. Like
when you say they, who are you talking about?
The actual, I know the Nation. I was watching Rizza Islam talking about this a lot and a couple of other ones who was talking about it when they was actually building the network. They was working on a network and they was really about to put this network up. I don't know what all happened with it, but they was being blocked a lot even throughout the whole process of getting their channel out.
Well, I mean, but with YouTube, like, how could they block the network if they was to really do it?
I think they was trying to do it on a different level.
Man, I think you get reported enough.
Okay. And then let's see. Q said, but the difference is the immigrants don't build the. You read it, but I got.
But the difference is, the immigrants don't build the uplifting of their people to the media or rich people.
They don't build.
But the difference is the immigrants don't build the uplifting of their people to the media or rich people. That's what he said.
Yeah.
I go to the.
Or is it bring the uplifting people to the media?
But the difference is and then only white people own their image. That's not much thing. That's not stopping any other immigrant group from succeeding.
Small hats. Okay, yeah. No, I think that like
my thing, if you get fair value, so different. It's not. But I think in where we live today, there is value in a nigga and some of these young niggas, the streaming niggas that got the thing to keep their intellectual property. But because what they got is way bigger than like even what some of the traditional media is. If you're a traditional media motherfucker and somebody offer you $2 billion, you're not really gonna get that no place else. Might as well go ahead and take that.
Yeah,
Bob Johnson took that and bought and like business wise, he took that and bought the Bobcats, turned it to the Hornet or I don't remember that, but like business wise, that was a good.
What I'm asking is, we're not talking about what I was asking what it's not hating. We're just talking about, is it a net positive, a net negative?
Yeah, like at the end of the day, you can for doing that. I understand why he would do it, but it's like at the end of the day, there's still another side of it where when we're doing that, we're not building anything that's actually ours still. Right. So yeah, that's all we're saying.
But I don't think BE, even at that point, BET wasn't necessarily like. And I'll take that back.
I was about to say, you might want to actually watch. To jump off the cliff for no reason. I would advise you just watch the old shows with BET on there.
I'm thinking about the new BET versus like
the old BET and what was on there.
When he actually like sold is a little different. I just looked, he sold in 01. I think he sold for $3 billion in 01. So like he sold the shit way before we even talking about. In 2001, he sold for $3 billion. I ain't mad at him for doing that at 01.
I wasn't mad at him for selling. I wouldn't
be mad about him. But what we're talking about is like that wasn't even like he had already sold it for $1 billion. He stayed on as CEO until 05.
Okay.
And then he quit. But then like he bought the Hornets, but like he had already.
Yes, Johnny. I'm not talking about whether he made a good business decision or not.
I think we were saying that BET was like just post. I don't know
what he said. Read what he said.
Go down to the bottom. You're saying, right there. He said, worry about your public image instead of changing the actual conditions and outcomes is the problem/distraction. And then go down. He was saying, see this world hits from the street. Rap City was still pushing the same things. I said that earlier. I said there was a balance of things on the channel. There wasn't just one thing. You also had BET News, Teen Summit. You had, I don't know. But you also had all these other things that was balanced when Bob Johnson was in charge of the channel compared to when he wasn't in charge of it anymore. So I think when we portray ourselves, we take that. We have that thought process of how we need to portray ourselves. What's too far? We have a thing like, nah, I'm not about to show us like this, or I think that's too far. And then we have the thing of like, it's like we got our own.
But here's my thing, like the most powerful like minority group in the world. Do they got a bunch of movies about themselves?
Who's the most powerful minority group in the world?
I ain't finna say it, but y'all, somebody, I ain't finna say it, but like, think about it. And do they have a bunch of movies out there about their struggle?
They have, or not even. It's not even about a bunch of movies. They have enough propaganda out there about it to where it's been put in our minds, because we finding out stuff now about some of these books being fake and some of these stories being fake. Specifically, one that we was traumatized with in school turned out to be a fake story because her sister came out and said it. So
to my aunt,
yeah. Okay. So her sister came out and told that story didn't happen. That's not how that went, and that didn't happen.
Right.
We've had enough propaganda that's been pushed to us, and we still can't say nothing to this day. We've seen enough examples of punishment of saying anything against that to where you won't even dare say it, and that's why that's not happening.
That's my thing, but I think that's the more powerful move. It ain't about like having the representation or doing that. It's about having the control.
To where ain't on the side. I'm just giving honest opinions.
But I think that's the more like better thing to have is like the actual control. We can have like the narrative, but like there's people that like don't give a damn about the narrative, and they control the narrative for everybody.
I think that's what we're talking about. He said it's not important to use the hurricanes. Look at all the other immigrant groups that's succeeding in America. So when you think about something like that, let's take, for example, Asian. What is Asian represented as in TV propaganda? What do you see most of the time when it comes to their media? Asians are known as intellectual, knowing how to cook hibachi, knowing how to fight,
ownership,
computer savvy, business ownership. Yeah. Like,
well, I mean, but see, the thing is too is that like something that we also find.
You don't think about
Johnny, hold on.
You don't think about massage. I think about massage parlors and like you can get a happy ending in that. There's some other shit that come with Asian too.
Yeah,
that's stereotypical.
But not the majority.
That's
like minute comparative to what we believe of them and what we see of them. And see, the thing is, what we'll find.
He's really smart too. That's what we think about. Like,
and so the thing
is, I think the media that's represented with them for the most part. You got media out there where you got Asian people who is stuffing they self with food and gorging themselves and stuff like. But we don't think of that as the majority of Asian people.
Right.
There are people who do debauchery in every single culture, but that's not what we see mainly of them.
Well, I mean, but that's also not what we see. Not only do we not see it on the screen, but when you see them in real life, this is not what you see.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's just what it is. And so, like, what another thing that I'd say is that I think that, and this is not just Black people. I think this is American culture, but I think that it affects us differently.
Mm-hmm.
Our kids, well, I think a lot of kids now, but like in general, entertainment is the thing that we don't have a sector in the workforce or in that we dominate.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
That's where and so I think that's where a big part of the failure is that we don't dominate, because there was a time period where we were the majority of the construction workers.
Mm-hmm.
The pay wasn't good. The pay wasn't good during that time, and then they went to they pretty much were going on strike, and the pretty much the Hispanics or Mexicans, whatever you want to say, they came and started to take those jobs over, and now they make really good money doing those things. The HVAC, all of that stuff. We don't like there was man, come on now. What's my guy name? Dr. Claude Anderson. He was talking about trying to get us in the fishing business.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What you'll find is that the reason why we don't I think that the reason why we're not having as much growth as we should as a community is because there's not a sector that we actually dominate in. You talking about entertainment, like, bro, what the fuck? You know what I mean? That shit changes with the wind. And
the crazy thing is, it's not even entertainment. That's the thing. It's what we really is majoring in is we're the most influential. Like you just said that a second ago, you were saying the most influential culture.
But the
we're
thing
really
about,
the most influential minority.
But the thing about entertainment,
which is true.
But the thing about entertainment is where like it scares me because like historically when they had minstrel shows, who was in it? And who was that entertainment for?
Mm-hmm.
In blackface.
Yeah.
For entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck do you still want to be entertainment for these folks?
I don't think it's about
one. But I'm saying, like, why the fuck do we still want to be entertainment for these folks? Like, they laughing at us. Like we can take that away.
I wouldn't say I don't really necessarily agree with that. I don't think they're laughing at us. The world is trying to emulate us for the most part.
Man, a lot of that Keith Chief shit, and then like when they come, they be like laughing.
They laugh.
They be laughing, like, bro. They don't want to really be.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Like
they laughing at us, bro.
If you look at culture today, most of like everything in culture is just old like stuff that black people made up.
Menace to Society and all them gangsters, they be laughing at us.
I don't necessarily believe so because they're trying to emulate those same cultures.
I don't want to entertain.
Do you know how many white people like Menace to Society? Like love that movie. That's they jank
because they scared. They never been to the hood. They don't really know about black people. And it's some fantasy fetish style shit.
It is fetishized. That's what I'm saying.
So I don't want to be.
But it's not that, bro. But that's what like. It's not even that they're laughing at it. They want to be that.
And damn, that's crazy you saying that because I was just
they're not laughing at it. They fantasizing about being us. And since they can't be like you got people who don't like, but that's what we keep seeing in culture. They keep emulating us.
Something that's dope that goes along with what you were saying. I was just watching on Instagram. I saw this Asian girl and she was talking about they were asking her the question. Matter of fact, I think I might have it in a meme. They were asking her the question, what do you think about when you think of black people? And she was talking about resilience.
I saw that.
Strength.
Yeah, it was an
Asian dude who, So the thing is that very thing that you're talking about, that Boys in the Hood and all of that stuff, Menace to Society, all of that stuff is they though we feel as though like you or Johnny feels like they're laughing at us. What they're saying is that though we come from this, we still have arrived to rise to the occasion.
I don't think that's a mainstream. I don't think that's a mainstream point of. Like for most of them, I think most Asian people look at black culture and laugh. That's just an outlier. That's why they put on the camera,
bro. So that's
why most Asian people have that much respect for us,
bro. Why would they
Asian people? You think on the whole,
I think they have a lot more respect than what you think. It's not like you can't just put this in one category. You got some people who are stereotypical and who are prejudiced.
These motherfuckers bebop like hell, bro. Break dancing like a motherfucker.
That's laughing at us.
That's not laughing, bro. They want to be that.
Come on, John. This nigga Johnny.
Like, you think spending 5 hours in a chair to get your hair curled so you can have a curly fro and look like you got an afro is doggone like laughing at us? You think that they think that's funny? Like,
I think they're willing to take certain things,
bro,
but I think they don't look at us.
They want to be us.
I don't think they look at us as like the same as them. I think they still look at us because we got black skin as worse than them. I think I don't think Asian people look at dark skinned people and feel like we're better than them.
I don't think they think we better than them. No,
I
think they influence.
I think they don't like us.
Just because you don't have to think someone's better than you to be influential. Come on now, Johnny, you just going from extreme to extreme.
I'm not trying to say that, but I think a lot of Asian people, and I know Asian people that laugh at our culture. That like sit up there.
Know your homies?
They're not my friends.
You let them say the N-word?
Oh, fuck that guy.
You said you know a lot of Asian people that don't like black personally, people,
but I've seen discussions of like where they laugh at our culture. I don't be fucking.
We laugh at our culture. And what parts? What are we talking about?
We laugh at everybody's culture.
Exactly.
We laugh
what are we talking about?
We laugh at them too. I'm like,
my man Johnny just like,
bro. I don't think Asian people look up to us the way y'all say.
I'm not saying
nobody said that, Johnny. What are you talking about?
I think even in the influence, it's them trying to exploit us. I don't think it's like
bro, they're not exploiting us by breakdancing.
Or trying to dress like us or trying to look like us and wanting to buy the same clothes or spending 5 hours in the salon getting their hair done to look like they black.
Niggas say, this is the thing. Niggas will sit here and say that we are.
I don't think that mean they fuck with us.
See, this is the crazy thing. Here we go again. Bro, hold on, Tom, real quick.
They be racist. Sit here and they can be racist as hell, still doing all of that shit.
Bro, are you serious? So we're gonna try to look, bro. I'm gonna try to look like you embrace every part of your culture. We love your music. We love the way that you dress. We love the way that you dance. And then you can still turn around and say, yeah, but we hate you.
It's not a lot of black.
Come on, John. What the fuck are you talking about? All right. Anyways,
it's a lot of black people that try to live up to
European and
claim they hate black people and claim they hate white people.
Tone, can you read this for us?
Yeah, people love it. People love it. White people can't dance. We don't have great style. We're not as funny / smooth, not as athletic, LOL. But for me personally, I admire anyone like that, no matter what race they are.
I'd agree. If you see a motherfucker like that, they like that.
Everything we have done since we've touched on this land that we call the Americas, we have always been influential and had it stolen from us. So no laughs, actually jealousy and envy.
How can people be that's richer than us be jealous?
Bro, but he's telling the truth. They live like literally everything came from us, and that
I'm just setting this shit up. That's cool.
My nigga Johnny's like got capital. You
I know tons of Asian
car
people.
Salesman.
I know tons of Asian people. None of them even speak on what you're talking about now. I mean, I have worked for and with Asians for the better part of 10 years. And she said she ain't never heard no Asian people telling about black people. Do y'all think most immigrant groups look at black people positive? Appropriation has nothing to do with fucking with us. We've seen white people do it forever.
So what I will say is that he said, do we think that most immigrants think of us as look at us positively? I'd say no. He's probably right on that, because and the only reason why I say this is because what you'll find is that like a lot of the immigrants don't want their women to, or women, they don't want them to date black people, right? And they really want them to stay inside their race, which I think most people want you to be with who you are. But if you go black, it's not the same as going white. You see what I'm saying? They'll be more welcoming to going white than they would be going black. And I think that would go into us owning our image.
That's what I was about to say. Can we tie this back to
exactly. It goes right back to
don't own
the
our
portrayal.
Image. And what they believe most of it is the portrayal or whatever, but they still want to do the same. Like literally the whole everything.
My thing is a lot of the dudes that they want don't own their image either.
A lot of the dudes that
or the white guys that they want, like white people don't really own on a whole own their image.
Well, we just said that the small hats own most of the media.
That's not all white people.
What?
It's a different sect.
Okay, but it's still all right, John.
I don't think they represent all white people either. There's a lot of white people that don't like them. The KKK don't fuck with them.
Okay, I understand.
And so what we talking about, that ain't all white people.
But as far as the image that's being portrayed,
motherfucker, you don't care what the straw hats control.
But as far as the image that's being portrayed, because of the tint of the skin, you're still pushing a positive image versus the negative one. Because of the skin tone. Does that make sense? All right.
Just off the skin tone, but if you really start talking, they really not fucking with that shit.
I was looking at what LTO was saying. She was saying, to be honest, I've heard plenty of black people say you better not bring home a white person. LOL, just saying.
No,
that's the other thing. It's like it ain't necessarily always racist that somebody don't want you to bring home a black person. I
would 100% agree. Like at the end of the day, I don't have to be racist to want my daughter to be with someone like her. Mm-hmm. That's not racism.
I'm not letting the small hats delineate that European.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, we want to tell the truth, though. We want to tell the truth. You're right, though.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a good point.
Funny, Steve.
Yeah, Johnny was just trying to do that.
Because that's what they he not letting them. That don't mean they ain't trying to do it.
Dude, you were trying. They not trying to do it.
Yeah,
you was just trying to do it for.
Hey, because
they not interested in that.
I don't fuck with the University of Miami. It's a hurricane out there in the Atlantic right now. The Gulf of America, whatever they want to call it. This is a hurricane out there right now.
What do you say?
Motherfuckers from Germany and Russia.
Yeah.
I thought of another question I had about.
And with the motherfucking.
Random, y'all ever think about
trying to say we from here.
Y'all ever think about the fact that we be talking about slavery and everything, but we never really
talk about what?
We talk about slavery and we talk about the United States, but we don't think about the fact that when they first was starting slavery over here and when all this was beginning, the practice that was made, it was British that owned the United States. Like we don't never like look at that effect really. It's like we just like gave them all the let them all let the French off, let the Portuguese off. We ain't thinking nothing about them actually being in control of what was considered the United States at the time.
No, that's facts.
It was like, yeah, so people don't even think about the fact that we be sitting there like, them royals is who people need to watch, to be honest. Don't nobody think about them though.
That's facts. That is facts. And shoes, look like y'all got anything, not Johnny. You got anything else to say, Tony?
No, I'm good on this.
I'm good. What I had to say.
I believe it. You got all of it off. Pause. Okay, let's go to let's go.
Pause, but...
Y'all ready?
Oh yeah.
Oh, these niggas finna get carried.
Get y'all ass out of here.
Yeah, we both lost.
Fuck wrong with you. Fuck wrong with you.
Hey, let this nigga get off because nigga ain't won about
Johnny. You ain't doing
nigga
no
ain't won about
today.
2 months.
Johnny ain't getting no memes today.
I ain't getting them. Okay, nigga.
Nah, I'm just saying.
You ain't gonna get no memes
today. I feel nice today.
Nigga, I let you get off.
You cannot finish talking. Anybody finish the sentence? Did anybody finish the sentence today, Johnny? Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, now I'm not letting you go first. We're gonna go Tone first.
All right.
Me, and then you.
Okay. I'll remember that next week.
You've been gun bumping like a motherfucker. We don't want to hear. We're gonna let Johnny chill
I'll
for a
remember
minute.
that next week.
Hold on, before we move forward, let's see what you got.
So y'all think the image that's pushed in the media is something foreign countries and immigrants appreciate or like? The idea that we need to control our image denotes is bad in the public.
Agreed.
No, I don't get what he's saying. Like, he's saying, do we think that their image? I think they're still trying to portray it. Like, they still want to. Like, it is a bad image. They're still trying to portray it, bro. Like they want to be the cool thing. Like, I don't think. I'm trying to figure out how to explain this. Because it's like, just because something bad don't mean people don't want it. Like, they keep using everything that we come up with. Like, literally everything is us.
Hell.
That's all I was trying to say.
I got an FBA perspective really quick.
Yeah, black people emanate gangster culture, and they come from Italians.
You know something that's going crazy too? Is that like I was on Netflix, I'm trying to find me something new to watch. And something that I was kind of getting a little like I believe in the diaspora, John. I also believe in the delineation as far as FBA being different then, because y'all acknowledge y'all difference. We should be able to acknowledge our differences, but I still believe that we're better together than we are apart, right? But something that I was sitting there looking at is that like all of these, like the superhero, I can't remember the names of the movies specifically, but I was going through on Netflix trying to find like a good movie, and I'm like, okay, this look good, the superhero John, or this movie that's it looks like a positive or it looks good. But then every single time I'm going to it, these are literally people, non-American blacks playing black parts, and I'm talking about every time.
Yeah, every time
they are like this shit is becoming like very much so the norm.
Where they from?
They from over the on the continent.
But like,
or from the UK, or from
the UK,
they be
like
all the
time out.
And is it that we not actually
niggas ain't trying to act? What black American you could know grow up wanting to be an actor?
A lot.
Who? But, probably, but you gotta think about
my mama wanted to be an actor, bro.
Hold on. This thing your mom, hold on. Think about it. Comparative to with like now. I understand Mom Dukes them. There was a lot of things and aspirations that they had that we don't necessarily carry now as well. You see what I'm saying? Is that could be true. But then also we already have enough black actors, right? We have a lot of black actors that could fill these roles.
Yeah.
But they're still choosing
the overseas actors.
You know what I mean? That is also a thing.
And you hear the black actors talk
both
about
things
that.
can be true at the same
is
time.
it because there's a different cause who growing up here, like who ever cared about theater and acting growing up? That motherfuckers used to pick on the theater kids. Yeah, over there, we don't know how they treat the theater kids. And but over here, I know the theater kids ain't getting no love. And so, if that's what we grew up with, why would we expect to have more theater kids than Britain? If we was trolling the theater,
it's not about have more.
I'm saying, thespians used to get picked on in my school. Y'all didn't pick on the thespians?
No.
And I was in plays, so that was the thing.
I picked on this nigga,
but you would have got hit in the face too. Nigga to just be picking on, bro. So you would have picked up. I wouldn't have cared about you picking on me if I'm doing something I like doing. You think I got people was picking on people in the band?
Oh yeah, the band that wasn't.
Stopped me from
Well, no.
wanting to
That's
do
the
band.
thing is honestly when we were doing band, I didn't know that this whole pick band because that was more of the white band thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was more of that.
There's people who picked on people in the band, bro. Really, it was the band though, not the drum line.
Oh, we were in the drum line.
It was like being on the drum line was kind of cool.
That is different.
The band, like, I still didn't care about being in the, like, I'm gonna be there with my windsuit on. They picking on us for wearing windsuits every week. I'm wearing my windsuit on band day, and I don't care what y'all got to say about it. We had white pants on and had to drop down in the mud and get mud on the back of the white pants.
Yeah.
I'm dropping down in this mud and I don't care about nobody picking at me about my white pants.
I ain't never get picked on.
Hands.
No, I ain't had to throw no hands. I got a whole drum line that's marching behind me with white mud on their pants too.
Yeah.
And I got a whole doggone band in front of me. We a group. We don't care about what nobody got to say. Like, try to come through that line. Much as you think you're gonna pick on an individual, step through the trombones and see what happens.
Okay.
Ain't even the drum line.
Let's read this one before we go. Before I let Tone get it. Before I let this man go last. Read this last one, Tone.
Just look up how many biracial children from black and white would rather get with a white than a black. The white are most likely always going to be chosen. This is why you have so many light black Brits.
Black.
Man, you know. I don't think
I play Denzel 20 million when I can get a British motherfucker for 1 million.
No,
Damson Idris, he taking all the movies.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with Idris movies, bro.
No, I'm Damson Idris. You know who that is?
Oh,
that's the dude. Damson is the dude from Snowfall.
He a great.
I never watched Snowfall before.
Like, I mean,
he is a good actor, but still funny.
Like, he's a great actor.
Like,
bro.
he British as a bug. The dude who play Lamar on the dog on the dude who play Lamar that Quintel be talking about, that Q be talking about. That dude is British on BMF.
I've never watched BMF.
He British, bro. Like,
okay.
The dude that
where we going, Tone?
All right. Start off with that first one right there, that EBT one.
This one?
Nah.
Oh, this one.
Yep.
We about to get on the EBT.
Yeah,
I do have a hot
take
take about
topic.
the EBT. Might not be too hot.
I just want y'all to see what some of these people talking about. I'm like, Dave, bro. It's like,
if you work at a grocery store and you know that the food stamps is not working in November and you see people stealing and you snitch, you deserve to die.
And please follow me to that motherfucking car. If you feeling motherfucking froggy, bitch, you ain't gonna make it back to your motherfucking position at that fucking Walmart store.
If they stop my food stamps, me and my man will be at the grocery store walking out with two big ass carts. It ain't better, nobody better do nothing because my man coming hard behind me and it only take him one time to punch your ass.
And I'm gonna have one of my cousins with me that'll punch your ass so hard you gonna think a Jet 2 holiday hit your bitch ass if you think I ain't finna walk out that stuff.
You know how many homes about to get broken into? You know how many people about to get knocked over the head coming out their job or leaving the ATM or the bank?
I'm going back to stealing. I don't care. If you leave your car unlocked in the middle of the night, lock it, bitch. Because if I don't get no food stamps, best believe me and mine's gonna eat regardless.
I need my fucking EBT, yo. I need my money, yo. I need my fucking EBT.
Trump has cut my food stamps from $2,800 down to $350.
Fuck is you getting $2,800?
Now, what am I supposed to do?
I used to get $740 a month for my two kids. And we not getting EBT no more. They took the EBT. They saying I gotta work 20 hours a week. I'm not working for nobody. Get the fuck out of here.
You're gonna tell me that my daughter doesn't deserve a popsicle? You're gonna tell me I don't deserve to get brownies?
I don't know about the rest of you motherfuckers, but I'm getting my shit. I'm gonna tell you just like this on Jesus Lamar motherfucking Christ. I will be at motherfucking Walmart with my steel toes on.
Steel toes.
And my motherfucking helmet, and I dare a bitch try to stop me from walking out that motherfucking store with my grocery. Baby, I'm 250 pounds solid.
I am going to go in that store, get everything I get regularly. I'm going to bag my shit up, swipe my link card, as soon as that bitch say, ain't no pin to balance on there.
Like,
nah.
Okay, so
get a motherfucker some.
So he said some of that AI. I said, what is the Jet 2? Why they putting Jet 2 across crazy things? Please tell me.
I don't know what Jet 2 is. I don't know.
These niggas
matter of fact, Johnny might know.
These niggas want to get it.
Johnny be knowing what's Jet 2.
They want to give them.
You know.
I fly American.
What is the Jet 2 holiday, Johnny?
It's the cheap airline.
What is a Jet 2 holiday?
It's some like flying. I think it's like some airline shit. It comes from a airline.
It's like cricket
commercial
of airlines.
Oh, so they got a jet too that's like a cheap flight?
Yeah. I fly American, nigga.
Shit.
I fly American, nigga.
Okay.
Yeah, tell you fortunate, bro.
I fly American, nigga.
My nigga fortunate, bro.
I don't know about no Jet 2. I don't know about no Jet 2 holiday. I fly American, nigga. What we talking about?
First class,
Nah, I ain't that fortunate. I done been in first class, but I
ain't never been in first class.
Okay. Well,
It was white people in there,
Hey.
It was white people in there too. It wasn't just black people. It was white people in there too.
It was
about
white people, white.
But see, this is my thing. And hold on. Cause I know where y'all gonna go.
Where we gonna go?
Accountability.
I wasn't.
On what?
What do so y'all think the motherfuckers should be doing what they talking about?
I think that it's going to be a result of it's just a result of what the thing is. Like if you take the food stamps, there's going to be
happen.
This is just the.
That's more so what I want to talk about. Like y'all, what we doing, bro? Because I think they really gonna do that, Jake. Like,
oh yeah, no, it's going crazy.
Some shit. So you think they should?
I think what? Say it again.
I think so. Somebody steal next month. What should the consequence be?
The consequence is gonna be what it always has been. You stealing.
I'm talking about if you start stealing next month, what should the consequence be?
The consequence is going to be the same as it's always been.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be worse. It's probably about to get worse because they're waiting for that. They want that to happen. If people start looting some stuff and we got a reason to arrest a whole bunch of niggas.
You know something too.
But I'm saying, do you think the consequence should be?
I think that
should the consequence be dropped down because of
what I would tell you is that. It's just like the same thing. Like if I was in the military still, and you had me doing like if I was in the National Guard, you had me going and doing this whole thing with ICE. I'm gonna lose my job because I'm not doing that. So if I'm at the grocery store and I'm working, and you think that I'm finna be trying to stop people from getting up out of here, not fucking happening. I understand that I understand what's going on.
Oh, the people who about to steal though is not gonna be the people who really need it. The first people you're gonna see in there stealing is the people who want the doggone the cookie crisp and the Cheez-Its and the Doritos.
I mean,
they
lock their ass up, Tone.
Big
lock their ass up, Tone.
They getting all the Twinkies.
Them motherfuckers don't really
need the food, bro. They
she was hot about it, bro. She was hot about a popsicle.
Yeah,
she was a popsicle. And the
you telling me my child can't have a popsicle? Yeah. Your child need nutrients. Like you ain't gonna see them going in there stealing no lentils. They not going and getting no rice.
A big bag of rice, still a big ass 2 pound.
They gonna steal the collard greens. They gonna take the collard greens. That's vegetables to be though. They might take some fruits. My baby needs some oranges, so they gonna take the fruits and vegetables maybe just because they there.
And they lock their ass up.
Yeah, my baby needs some apples. My baby like, hey, you want apples and caramel, baby?
Motherfucker ain't never bought young boy apples. When he was getting that EBT, ain't nan apple in the cart.
No,
nan apple.
So you saying they should have the same consequences next month?
Oh, I do. Yeah, if you go out there stealing and looting and shit like that
without EBT, you start
stealing. But at the same time, I have an empathy thing where there's like I do understand that there are people who are out there that are really going to be hungry, that really wasn't using their food stamps for stuff. There are those people. That's why I said a big majority of the people who are going to go stealing is not going to be those people.
Overall, you stand for accountability because you just said overall the mass majority of the people that are going to do it aren't going to be the ones that really need it.
Bro,
you said that.
This is a tough one.
It is a tough one.
You just said that. I didn't make that up.
I can't go in the store and steal. And I'm
okay, but like you said, like if I'm an accountability boy, and I'm like niggas shouldn't steal, and you just said most people that are gonna go steal are the people that don't really need to steal.
I ain't saying that they don't need to steal. I'm saying they gonna go in there steal.
You just said
people they gonna go in there stealing stuff that don't need it. Like I'm going in there getting boxes of Cheez-Its. Like I can understand you got a loaf of bread and you took some. You went in there and got a thing of meat for your child that came out. People gonna take full carts and stuff.
Locked up.
Yeah, you coming out with $200
locked up. If you go in there
trying to steal.
See, this is one of those ones. This is one of those ones where like I'm not going with Johnny.
I'm not elitist. Don't fucking feel.
Yeah, bro. Me up. I don't agree with you, bro. I don't know how you get don't agree with you, bro. Because this is one of those.
I understand. Because I didn't have, bro. We used to steal.
Don't say it.
Oh, that's crazy to go back.
Which one of y'all boys got hit?
He did.
That's why that motherfucker ain't. That's why you about accountability now.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's why
Hey, Mama Ross said that 3-piece. I don't think I done stole nothing.
That's why he about to can't think of the fist.
Nah, it was enough to get caught. It's
you ain't get
caught, bro.
No, like, it was fucked up though. Yeah, nah, because this Crazy Tone was saying it because we was literally stealing when Mom Dukes had cart full of shit.
Mm-hmm.
So when I said about the motherfuckers not getting their tags done,
nah, Johnny, no,
that's the same thing.
No, I'm not doing
the same.
If motherfuckers stealing with a cart full of shit, why would I believe that only motherfucker? What the fuck? Why would I believe that? Like, yeah, I'm just saying it's a priority thing too. And that's why I ain't like what y'all did to me last week, but it's okay.
You'll be all right, nigga.
It's okay.
You'll be all right.
You people me.
Bro, I said
this
you was
nigga,
fortunate, bro.
Me.
I said your type of people, and I was talking about being fortunate.
Hold on, we gonna get there, Johnny.
Hey, bro,
what you said?
I need you guys to show the white people, not just the black people, shame when you guys for you just showing the black people. The white people are much more entertaining and funnier. Talking about them losing their food stamps.
On what he said here.
What are we paying for? I had to go away and come back. Please inform me.
I'm trying to remember what you talking about. I don't know. We was talking about the whole food stamp thing. I mean, I actually, bro.
He had another one. He had another one.
The craziest thing is that
I didn't think about that. He got another one. Another comment.
All right, Johnny.
Nigga, read the comment.
He said, I didn't steal because I had a house full of enforcers. My mom would have told my ass up. My father would have effed me up. And when he left, my sister would have beat my ass. You don't embarrass us.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest thing with that 3-piece.
Yeah, bro. I was more embarrassed to get caught, bro. And she was embarrassed too.
Yeah, she was embarrassed. We got a cart full of shit, and y'all in here with motherfucking gushing.
I stole Calvin
and
had
shoe polish.
I had some headphones. That's all I had in my pocket.
Oh, you put the shoe polish back.
Headphones.
Hey, man, y'all should have got your ass hit then. Like, nigga was stealing.
I did deserve to get hit. Yeah. I don't think I deserve to go to jail. I didn't want to get locked up for that.
Yeah,
you should have got to cut that 3-piece.
Yeah, I deserved that 3-piece. I deserved that 3-piece.
I think Tone caught 2. It was only a 3-piece. I think his brother caught that one. It was so fast. I'm still kind of like trying to figure it out. But I think Tone caught 2 and Calvin caught 1.
She's the old one.
It fixed him. That was a proper 3-piece. It fixed him. I swear, I was looking for a long time.
I ain't gonna say I ain't still after that, but I did. But yeah, I definitely was second thinking, and I ain't keep doing that jump. And I only did it because I had to. Like, I really needed something. It's like,
I told them niggas, put it back, bro. Dude is following us, bro. I seen this nigga too many times. Put everything back.
Well, bro, we had put most of it back. I just kept the headphones.
Hey, don't drive. You ain't got no tags.
Johnny's trying to stretch on the car.
I got to use my car to get to work in order to make any money. You telling me don't drive because of my tag? I'm going to work, nigga.
This Johnny, bro. Let's move on. Go ahead, Tony. You got another one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just go down to the next one. Go to the next one.
All right, go ahead. We ain't got no other camera, Johnny. Go.
I'm just wait till you play the meme first.
Okay, play the shit.
Black parents with teenage children, please listen up. I have a message just for you.
Conversation.
More than 2 million African Americans voted for Trump. And that's a major reason why we're in the mess we're in today under this white supremacist agenda. Many of those votes came from young black men ages 18 to 27. And if you're like me, you're asking,
I don't have to play this.
Why would they vote for Trump despite his racism? And here's the answer. Because of disinformation, which are lies designed to mislead our community, especially our youth. And much of it is coming from Trump, MAGA, and what I call pro-black imposters on social media. These pro-black imposters pretend to have our best interests at heart, but they are really working against us. That's why every parent of black teenagers has a moral obligation to teach their teenage children 5 lessons. First, teach them that every founder of this nation was a white supremacist who believed God cursed us and created us inferior. Second, then teach your children, your teenagers especially, that those white supremacists wrote the Constitution itself with white supremacy laws to keep white supremacists in power and black people oppressed and powerless. Third, white supremacists and their pro-black imposter allies prey on ignorance. They target low information voters.
Where I'm about to go with it ain't really got much to do with what he said.
Bruh just kind of make my motherfucking balls itch,
bro. I get what you said. Like, yeah, I wanted to get to the point. Like, the point I was showing the video for was, this is something that we hear a lot within the community where people is like doing this thing where it's like everything is Trump's fault. And it's like how, like, my question really was about like how different do you think the scope would have been now if Trump wouldn't have won, or do you think that would have made a drastic difference in the scope of how things look now if Trump wouldn't have won this last election?
So is this is not your question, right?
No, this isn't my question.
This is your okay. This is
the
question.
mean.
How different do we think it would have looked if Trump wouldn't have won? Is your question? I think that it would have looked a lot different. I think that it would have looked a lot different. I think that it's easy for Trump to stay in the news. You know what I mean? It's easy for him to stay in the news. Also, black folk don't pay attention to politics when Democrats are in office. So we wouldn't be as informed as of what's going on either. I think it would look a lot different. Like this whole idea of the thought of authoritarianism or like this dictatorship thing. I don't think that would be something we would be thinking of as a possibility if the Democrat, if Kamala would have won. I think it would be a lot different. This whole thing, the shutdown probably would have happened because I believe that but we wouldn't be sitting here trying to figure out if we're gonna get if the healthcare is gonna double or not. You know what I mean? There's some big things that I don't think that would have been much. Honestly, it would have been more of a norm, the normalcy that we were used to. It would have been more of the same. But this right here is a lot more. It's drastically different than what the norm is. It would have been more of the same. We wouldn't have got nothing as black folk. You know what I mean? It would have been the same shit. It's been. And
the thing about it is, like, what I was looking at is like the landscape of a lot of this stuff was already set up even before he got back in office this time. So it's like, I don't think.
Meaning what specifically? What are some examples of the landscape being set up prior to some things that you feel that was already set up?
As far as like certain stuff about to happen, different things about to happen, we already felt it coming before he got back in office. Like different issues that we're having overseas with different countries. Like
of course, the Russia and Ukraine thing was already going on.
Yeah, some of this stuff is still.
Say it again.
The Venezuela thing
was going to be what?
Set up for him.
Set up for him.
Yeah, because they're trying to like take the land from Guyana, and like they've been.
So it's like a lot. It's a lot of problems.
Like a setup for him to go and do whatever he's doing in Venezuela.
Oh right, okay. I see what
I'm saying. There's been a setup that's been playing out.
But would that do you think that would have been taken, or we would have addressed it in the same way?
Yes.
If Trump wasn't in office.
Yes, they trying to steal like.
They'd have been blowing up niggas on the goddamn water.
Chevron spent like 25 billion.
Hold on, will we be blowing niggas up on the water?
We might have been hitting them motherfuckers with tomahawk missiles if it was Biden or Kamala. We might have been hitting them motherfuckers with missiles. Like that's what I'm saying. They might have been worse because like it's so much, like it's over like 60, like it's so much like between Chevron and Exxon, between like in the oil fields that Guyana have and the land that Venezuela is trying to claim from Guyana, that these motherfuckers have already invested in, these American companies.
Oh, okay.
It's American. It's billions of American.
I want to reply.
That Venezuela is trying to like claim from Guyana. That's why Trump is over there.
I get you.
And now he's trying to play this shit like niggas stupid because most niggas don't know.
Right.
So
most niggas don't know, but like if you know, you like, oh, you shoot niggas in the boats like for the oil. Because I'm like, oh, you really need the oil.
But what is the I think that we can talk about that. Hold on. Let's talk about that. Precursor. What I'm saying, let's talk about that in a I think that deserves its own topic at some point, so we can get allow to get more educated in what's going on, and that's to be able to give a real. I think that'll be a good one. That might be a good one for us.
That's a pre-Trump thing.
Here, but go ahead. Saying the landscape that was set up was Project 2025, which is everything that's going on now that everybody disputed last year while you had the show. I don't necessarily, and I said this at the same time last year, I don't think that they're like the Agenda 25 thing or the Project 2025 thing. I still maintain that right there was like a distraction thing. The thing that's actually going on is the Agenda 30 thing that the UK has been talking about. They're implementing it now. That's why I was saying, pay attention to the royals. The royals, like Britain has a lot more influence in this country than we even give credit for. or like they influenced the founding of this country. They founded this country. So we don't pay attention to what's going on there. But the same stuff that the UN keeps talking about, like the Agenda 2030 for sustainable development or whatever they call it, like y'all look up that's what's going on. No matter who the president is, I think that was what was going to be going on anyway. Like, so like, it's just like you have scapegoats. Certain stuff Biden was able to get away with because we was like, oh, he's C now, so nobody cares what he's doing because he's C.
But then also he was a Democrat, so we didn't pay attention.
So we didn't care. Certain stuff Trump is able to get away with because it's not even that he's getting away with it; he can just do it, and can't nobody really say nothing about it.
Extreme measures need to be taken. I mean, but a lot of people in a dominant society, I think that a lot of people believe that we need an extreme. You know what I mean? We need something to change. An extreme change needs to happen.
So what ends up happening is no matter who you want to serve whatever agenda, you can put whoever you want to in place. Like if I was the orchestrator and I'm controlling both sides of the thing, no matter who I want to be in place to get to the point of where I'm getting at. Okay, this person's gonna be here, and all people gonna do is talk about this. They're not gonna look at me. They're gonna be talking about what's going on over here because this person is seemingly in charge. Okay, now if I make it like this person's the opposition, they seemingly in charge. Now they're gonna be looking over here. They're still not gonna look at me.
Right.
They're never gonna look at me. They're gonna keep looking at these two figureheads that I'm sitting there playing, like putting in position.
So
and that's why I was asking that question.
Do you think that we already talk about like America's a corporatocracy? So how much? So you think that the influence is not even the corporations? You think that the influence? Well, I mean, I can believe that. I mean, we can sit there. Brittany's probably.
Can I add something? Because I think, like, I agree with you saying, but Tone, the thing that, like, I think where it gets scary though is like when like just working the middle isn't enough, and then you have to like start funding the extremes, because like once you start funding the extremes on either side, and both sides fund the extremes, death is going to be a thing.
What I'm saying, you missing what I'm saying, though,
no, I agree with what you're saying, but I'm saying I think that we've gotten to the point to where like the funding has gotten to the extreme, and once it gets there, death is not an option. Like there is going to be some death. Like once the funding gets to the extremes, like you can look at like any country, we can even look at like the Boston Tea Party in this country, the history. Like once the funding gets to the extremes. There's going to be death. There's going to be certain things that happen. We're starting to see that.
You kind of lost me because I wasn't even talking about death. That's all.
But I'm talking about like when it comes to like funding like political powers and like political parties. That also comes like to funding wars and funding terrorism and all of that shit, and it pushes itself to the extremes. And then I think once like, because like even like the terrorist groups in some of these countries, they're funded by either American, Soviet, Chinese, like most of the terrorist groups in the world.
I think you missed the point of what I was saying. Q, I'm not disagreeing that the Project 2025 thing is a thing. What I'm saying is look deeper than that. Look at the comparison between Project 25 and what they're talking about and what the Agenda 2030 is talking about. It all go together. Like it's all the same thing pretty much. Like so it's like we looking at this like this is a good way to sit there and say, hey, yeah, look at Trump as we do this same thing over here. And y'all looking over here at what he's talking about, doing the exact same thing, but you're not going to blame us. You ain't going to pay attention to us actually setting up this infrastructure while he over here talking. Like, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and let me go back to a couple of the comments.
I wanted to see what he said before that, because that's what I was looking at before.
Go ahead, get your meme.
Yeah, Trump just spoke about meeting with the Project 2025 guy by name during the shutdown to enforce the actual agenda. That's what I'm saying. We told whatever, like this stuff is a show. Like to me, it's just a show. Like this person over here does this. The real orchestrators we do not see. We don't know the actual people who is controlling anything. Like I just think we're looking at a show for the most part, and that's just the truth about it.
Biden was the most unpopular president in history. He didn't get away with nothing.
Now he got away with a lot. He was able to put in a lot of different laws and set up a lot of different stuff that Trump is able to take advantage of. I can't even just name stuff though, so I'm not going to throw that out there. I ain't got nothing to name off the top to say that. But what I'm saying is there is stuff that he was able to put in place that Trump is able to take advantage of, and this happens every office. There's stuff like no matter who's in office, somebody's like you'll have Obama in office too. Like who came after? It was Trump after Obama, right? Yeah. So you got Obama and then you got Trump right after Obama. So even Obama had stuff that he did that Trump was able to take advantage of that 100%. He put in the law. This happens every single time. It all worked together, and we just sitting there watching the show, thinking picking a side means something.
Hey, that's my whole thing. The picking the side part is the part that I really fucking hate. My bad. Q again, pretending like wrong now is unprecedented and extreme is wild.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it's not. Maybe I don't know. We already read Unk's there, right? You read that one already. No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. In actuality, Britain is the hand that goes up the ass of America, but America has the saw to cut Britain's hand off. Nothing but imperialism from those who understand the truth of our narrative. Man, them royals got their hands
up our ass more than we America know. Ass alone, Paul.
Oh, well, let's also not go too far. We're gonna get the memes done too. Just Matone, that's only what 2 memes.
National Guard, yeah, I had 2. You can go.
Get yours though.
China now regulates influence. Nah, go past
that. I actually thought that was a dope.
That is a good. Matter we can do that because we already did that other one earlier. So yeah, we can do that real quick. It ain't gonna take long. So yeah, China now regulates influencers. They must have degrees or some credible certifications to discuss professional topics such as law, medicine, finance, and education. So do y'all think that people should have to have degrees in order to talk about any professional topics like in these? No. In the regard, like to get on social media and discuss these things, like
well, it depends on exactly what the discussion is. If you're supposedly educating people about shit, you mean this? I think that with the way that honestly, and I don't necessarily know. I like the idea of democracy, right? But I think that at the end of the day, democracy will fall. In every single time that anyone attempts democracy, it will fall. Because when you give everybody the freedom, they're going to do a lot of bullshit.
Yeah,
there's going to be a lot of bullshit, and you'll find that the bullshit becomes much more popular over time. And then you're going to find that the sexuality thing is going to happen the way it's happening. All of these things are going to naturally, and what you'll find is like the culture of what or the culture of what the people were, what the idea of the culture that once was. As time goes on, you will be recreating the culture. And I think that a lot of the things that we see to the detriment, I think that's just natural in a democracy. You're gonna have these, but to me, I don't mind if you sitting up here and you want to talk finance. That's like you want to talk finance, right? You oftentimes you'll find that people that are talking finance on social media, they'll tell you that I'm not a fiduciary, but you don't have to say that shit. Yeah. So you could be getting the complete wrong information and following somebody, but imagine if they actually said, okay, well, you're going to have to be somewhat knowledgeable about the thing. We're going to make sure that you're going to have some kind of certification to say that you can talk about this thing. In a perfect world, that makes more sense than you having this fucking random guy that can just say some shit. Because at the end of the day, if I start to fear monger, it's going to be more clickbaity. It's going to get more views, and I can pretty much make the people. You know what I mean?
And see, it's like where my issue comes in with that. Just real quick, where my issue come in with that is that. When I'm looking at it if they made a separate channel, like a separate thing for that, I think that would be dope.
Like a whole nother
platform, separate platform that's just for officials, and you have to come on there and be recognized. Or like,
I don't disagree with that.
That would be dope. Like that would be worth it. I'm like when you start getting into other stuff, you have to think about what's the purpose of bringing something like that into play. And it's because like if somebody is saying something against the message, you want to be known about.
And that's why I said in a perfect world. You want to be able to control the narrative, and I understand the negative of being able of the government being able to control the narrative, because there's always going to be propaganda and all these things that come out of that. But go ahead, Johnny.
But no, I think my thing is like what you kind of saying is like fuck free speech.
No, I didn't say fuck free speech.
Basically, say
this nigga Johnny had jumped to an extreme for no reason. Only thing I said is that when you have free will,
I get my shit up? I'm just saying basically.
You just characterized the shit that I said.
Y'all do that shit to every point I make. So I'm just saying.
That's what.
Like basically, like
you a victim.
I'm absolutely a victim.
Fortunate victim.
What's the word? What's the word again?
I'm absolutely.
What's the word again?
I forgot the word.
But what I'm saying, like you saying, like
elitist victim.
But like what you saying is like fuck free speech and like nigga, you say what you said. I'm somewhere else. But
you making shit up. Go ahead.
But like I think like there is a space where like there's an account. You should be able to say whatever the fuck you want to say. There should be an accountability on the person where like you gotta like understand some dumbass shit. Like we're gonna have freedom of speech. You gotta understand that gives people the freedom to say dumbass shit. And if you get roped up in some dumbass shit, they gotta be on you as a person, or you have to be a smarter consumer because like we're gonna give freedom of speech.
Okay, so should there be regulation on AI? Or should you just be able to make a fake ass video of anything and act like it's real?
No, I think there should definitely be regulation.
The fuck are we talking about, Johnny?
What we talking about?
All right, bro, stop talking to me, bro.
We talking about you falling for like people's stupid ass shit.
It's the same thing. It's the
AI is way better than people.
I think.
What are we talking about? Okay,
that's not true. Yeah, that was great. That was crazy.
All right, bro.
AI should be regulated, but like I think people should be regulated too.
Right.
Speech
so
shouldn't be regulated. You have the freedom of speech.
Okay, so at the end of the day, what we're saying is that because I have the freedom of speech, right? Do I then also have the freedom to speak through something else, right? So AI, I can use AI to say the thing that I want to say, right?
Right.
Okay, so if I'm using the AI to say the thing that I want to say, then why would that's not regulated? You see what I'm saying? Total opposite of what you're saying.
Well, no, I think the AI should be regulated on like the video. I'm talking about the videos. I'm looking at the videos that AI create and all of that. If you want to create a voice with AI, you know that I ain't that. But when you say AI be regulated, I'm thinking about the videos that I've seen.
Right, and so I'm talking about the same thing.
But
So
you're talking about you're talking about a human creating an AI voice.
No, I'm just talking about a human creating what they want to be said through AI. Same shit. You prompted the AI to give you the result of what the fuck you want to say. So you're telling it to do the thing, and it's doing the thing that you said.
Well, I think if it's something you're saying, you should have to say it through your own personal thing. I think you shouldn't. I have freedom of speech.
So now
I'm saying freedom of speech should be.
So you think we should regulate?
No, the freedom of speech should be to the person who is saying it.
Okay.
AI should be regulated.
So you should be able to say whatever the fuck you want. So you shouldn't be able to have a burner account.
Right. You should be able to say whatever the fuck you want to say from your IG. But if you're gonna have an
no
AI IG, it should be regulated, and it should be. You should be able to say what you want to say, but it should be able to be tied back to your personal, to the person that's actually saying it.
And that's why they come.
Like if you're gonna give it freedom, but the speech should be able to be tied back to the person that's actually saying it. Should be anonymous free speech. You see what I'm saying? Like you should be able to say whatever the fuck you want to say on it, but it shouldn't be anonymous. Like it should be able to be tied back to the person that's actually saying it through AI. And that's all I'm saying. But like,
so do you believe that whistleblowers should do the shit? Should a whistleblower be able to be anonymous?
What kind of whistleblower are you talking about?
Whistleblower that's
I'm saying like it depends. Like I mean, if I see somebody shoot a motherfucker and I go,
that's not a fucking whistleblower.
That is a whistleblower.
What are you talking about? All right, Johnny. All right, I'm done. I'm done.
I asked to be specific, and now the nigga don't want to be specific. I asked to be.
All right, I'm going to my memes now. You done, Johnny?
Yeah, I mean,
Tone. He don't want to be specific no more.
Let me see what I got. Let me see what I got in here.
Johnny getting memes today, bro.
Johnny ain't getting no fucking memes, bro.
And I let this nigga get memes last week. After
I got some funny. I got some funny shit.
Yeah, you was supposed to call it.
After I won,
okay,
this nigga never get no memes no more.
Last place. Hey, okay, I got what.
This was never funny. Get another meme if I can help it.
All right, so look at this.
I tell my mama on you.
Shut up.
Okay, I'm gonna tell my mama on you.
I tell my mama on you.
That kid be cussing. He thought him a bitch. That's the only reason he don't say to his kid.
Hey, no, but you know the great thing, bro. I used to do that all the time when I was a youngin'.
But I used to do that shit like if my little cousin did this, they called me out the name and I ain't want to snitch on them. You getting fucking tied up on the swing. And you gonna be dizzy as shit. What you call me?
All right, Johnny, we gonna move forward with my memes. Type shit.
Oh shit!
Oh, okay. Oh my God. Okay. You're good. 1, 2, 3.
Are either of y'all afraid of like meetings? All right, so let me just tell this quick story. Johnny, I don't need you to help me with it. So I had this quick story. When I was before I got in the military, I went to MEPS, right? MEPS is where you swear in and all that. So at MEPS, you got to go and give blood and shit. You know what I mean? And so I was in line to give blood. And there was a white guy standing in front of me. And I didn't know why he was talking to me. But I don't remember what he was saying when he first started off. And the next thing I know, he was like, hey, man, I'm afraid of needles. And then I ain't say nothing else. He was like, yeah, man, sometimes needles make me pass out.
He was nervous. He was trying to get his
and then we take another step, motherfucker, like, come down. As he talking to me, of course, we getting closer and closer, you know what I mean, to the joint. And he was like, yeah, man, sometimes I might pass out. The needles, they scare me. And he was like, man, I might pass out. As a matter of fact, I'm about to pass out now. And my nigga just went out. and he was in front of me, so I could have called him, but I didn't expect that he was going. You know what I mean? He said that shit, and then like literally when he said, hit the ground right in front of you. He got thumped that motherfucker, and then they started yelling at me. They start because I laughed.
Yeah, you supposed to.
I didn't expect that. You know what I mean, to happen. This nigga say, "Hey, this make me pass out." Matter of fact, I'm about to pass out now, and just went out.
Real say,
That joke was crazy.
Ain't got nothing to do with it.
Nigga thump when he hit the ground.
Yeah, you can hear it. That motherfucker, you. Yeah, you can hear
that
it.
Thump, that nigga was out.
Yeah, that joke was crazy. Oh, damn. What you know about that? What you say?
Real was at MEPS in his underwear doing the duck walk.
That's a fact. Hey, Steve, you was in the military. I don't know how the fuck you know that.
Steve,
one of those just I know, you know what I mean?
Hey, I say this every time you talk about the military. I made a 94 with my ass, man. I ain't had to do none of that bullshit.
What are you talking about?
They took me to the shit and I made 90.
Nigga, the place where you take the ads, Vab, and the MEPS is two different places.
They had niggas doing MEPS.
All right, but stop talking to me.
Where's the place is right off South Tryon.
Where wrong as hell, he knew he got them lab. No, bro, I swear. It was hilarious too. And I'm talking about when I'm tears.
Dude.
Like real tears, because he had just said, he literally said it and passed the fuck out. And that was just, hey, I'll never forget that. I'll be telling that story for the rest of my life, bro. Oh, look at this now. This is a decent one too.
So what time does this clock say?
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute.
What time is it?
Oh, you can't read? I can't see the other.
What time does it say?
It's 4:45.
What time is it?
4:45.
What the fuck?
You said that this is what time?
4:45.
Why do you say that it's 4:45?
Because the hour hands on the board,
another guy that
and that's on 45. No.
No, it's a bad. Tell me what time this clock says.
4, 3.
You got it, bro. You got it. What time is it?
3:34.
Ooh. What time is it?
3:34, y'all.
He got there.
How you come up with 3:34?
So look, 3, right? And 3 right here. And 34.
So it's 3:34?
What?
All right, it's a bet.
That's the right answer. Bro.
So what time does this?
So he was close. He was the closest.
No,
he had the most fucked up math.
No. You ever been? You got A, B, C, D, and like A is the. You mean you close, but you ain't get the right. But the thing
almost doesn't count.
Almost does not fucking count. Because how did you get here?
Yeah, how he got there was totally wrong.
Oh, how he got there was fucked
How
up.
did you get to that wrong answer,
He got
bro?
there fucked up as hell.
That's
like,
important.
you're close enough to the top, but no,
No,
how you
was
got
6
there.
minutes away
He
though.
read the 34 because it was between the 3 and the 4.
That's what the 3 and the 4. So he just.
I mean, but like the 40,
right here.
like the 40 was because it was between the. They were close.
No, bro. How he got there? Let you know he was too far away, bro.
He was better than 445.
Oh, really out the trenches for real.
Man, listen, I gotta eat, man. That's a thick ass sandwich too, boy. You hear me?
Well, you gotta put some mustard or something on that bitch, boy. You hear me?
You know all I'm gonna put on that sandwich, man.
Big ass.
I'm gonna show you something right quick.
You gotta put some mustard or something.
This young pepper. That's all going on that motherfucker there, baby. That's it. Cause see what this thing about me,
What is a big piece of spam, boy?
I'm gonna tell you something.
That's the nigga fresh
Listen
out.
to me when I tell you.
Bro,
It's a good piece of spam too, motherfucker. Why
These struggle meals, Johnny.
Fresh out.
People eat
All right, this is my last one. This is crazy.
Hey, come try this real quick.
Oh, it's the same thing as hot and cold. I like it hot better.
I got better.
Yeah. What are you wiping it off for?
What?
What are you wiping it off for?
What am I wiping? The straw?
You better drink that grease. You go drink.
Why are you wiping on the straw?
Women are crazy. Watch how
You're making me seem in Target.
Well, don't make us see. That's Walmart activities. Knock it out.
Walmart activities is crazy.
Wipe that shit up again.
Stop, bro.
You were just tonsils deep last night, and I can't drink out of your straw.
What are you saying? We're in public. That's gross.
You don't look stupid in public.
You're acting crazy. You're
You're
acting
gonna
hella
make
toxic
me
right now.
golf right now, Target.
I'm it's gonna escalate though, bro.
Oh,
shit.
That's a red flag. That's a red flag.
Bro, get out of there.
Yeah, that's
get,
a red flag.
get out of there.
She will kill you in your sleep, big dog.
But you ain't gonna do that shit to me in public.
Why you gonna say? Well, I don't want to know what turns you on, bro. What are we doing?
It doesn't turn on about that. Like, no.
Come on, bro.
This
What
shit
are we
out
talking
of here.
about right now, bro?
But you can't let a motherfucker do that to you in public though. That's the thing.
What you would have done, Johnny?
I've been in jail.
Oh, you would have stole off.
Kind of like, yeah, you spit at me in public. In
I
public?
wouldn't- like she
In public? Like what the
cool with it
fuck?
in private, be cool with it in public.
But nah, you ain't gonna do that shit to me.
Nah, I would have been out just because of the fact that you dangerous. It's
But like,
you got a
but
little
like
more than you.
if somebody do that to you, because that's not even like, that's spitting on you. Like you gotta swing.
Hey, no. Oh, buddy, go back to that.
Oh yeah, y'all. We're gonna do this with that, and then I'm gonna.
Bro, Neo is there.
Nah, I'm going with your boy. Hold on, we're gonna let them make sure they see that. Can they see that?
Nah, yo, got it.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yo, got it.
Head button contest,
That's
bro.
motherfucking Megatron, bro. That
Ski, look at that sun gun.
That nigga got a 9 head, bro. Like, look how much extra 4 head.
Look like the final boss. Doggo.
It's either him or Neo.
Neo look like the final boss.
Neo look like he'll ram a nigga too. Like Neo, cause Neo got like all 4 head. He just bald.
If it was a headbutting game, you got to the last level. Neo gonna be
like Neo,
bro. No, I think yo got it.
Saying, like
Gotti got it, bro.
Strictly forehead.
Gotti got it, bro.
But if we looking at the face, like Neo want the smoke.
No, bro.
Neo want the smoke. Neo want to fuck that nigga up. Like if you look at Neo's face, like he like nigga, I'll fuck. He gonna fire. Neo might win.
I think Gotti got that.
Rihanna ain't too far off. Like she would have
nah,
been
bro.
for Gotti been.
Gotti shit.
Gotti.
Hey, but I think we gotta throw one in here though. Honorable mention Kirk Franklin. That nigga got a noggin too.
Plies in there.
Nigga got a
Plies in there. Like the same
Kirk Franklin got Plies beat.
Oh man.
All right, Johnny. Where you at with it? We'll give you 2 memes.
No, where's my shit, nigga?
2 memes.
Man, go up,
We
man.
gonna
You see what my shit at?
I don't even see that shit.
You know what my shit at? Hey, scroll up.
I saw that one too.
Go up.
Oh,
hey,
the costume
now
is a violation.
give me the bar. Yeah, this one right here.
Right here.
This is a crazy rebuttal. Y'all like battle rap. This one crazy.
You keep hitting niggas with a ball head, Charlie. Why don't you hit them with a hollow? Because way it looks, ball heads get in niggas' minds better, just like Wallow. When I started with the scheme, it was a little rocky. First, I couldn't follow, but it was in my creed. You thought I was going to say Apollo? That's what you get for Russian, nigga. It's Drago. What you talking about? You keep hitting niggas with a ball head, Charlie. Why don't you hit them with a hollow?
What?
Because way it looks, ball heads get in niggas' minds.
That's what you get for Russian.
Yeah.
Russian.
I got you.
Well, that's a bar. And off the flip, that's a bar. Now we gotta go with Brittany. Hey, show them Brittany Griner right there.
Bro, and then
This costume is a violence.
And she got a Fake too?
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
I was into it with my mama the other week. I think we was talking about she was talking about how the WNBA should be having just as much money as the NBA. I'm like, they not making the same money.
Bro, hold on. We can talk about that for a second. Just a quick second.
Hey,
because
these my meme. No, fuck that.
Fuck your memes. That was your meme. It was WNBA. That's what you put up there. My thing is how you want to get the same pay, but you want to play less games and no back-to-backs.
It ain't even about the less games, it's about the money.
They just not making as much money.
No, I get that.
It's literally about money.
I'm just saying, even if we go beyond that, the obvious thing is the money. The obvious thing is the money. Y'all been in the red the whole time. We understand that. But then you don't even want to do the same amount of work and no back-to-backs.
I'm saying women can't play.
Well, hey.
But like I'm not.
So
watching,
they can't make. I'm not watching.
Hold
on. So the part-time.
If I'm watching girls play, I'm not watching girls play 82 games. I don't care for them to match. I want to see them play the best that they can play. If I'm watching girls play basketball, like I want them to play at the highest level.
There's not enough people watching it.
All I'm saying too is that if you can't be the nigga at the job working part-time and making the same bread that I'm making and I work full-time.
That's what we was talking about. Angel Reese did that Victoria's Secret thing, and I was like, that's cool, but I'd rather her not have done it.
I mean, I don't really give a shit.
Victoria, and they call them Victoria's Secret Angels.
What the fuck did that got to do with this nigga?
Her name is Angel Reese. That's like
who the fuck even thought that was some niggas that was dissecting the Kendrick ball.
Hey, but like if it come down to real NBA basketball, if it come to time out, because I am a WNBA fan.
I don't care.
I'm a WNBA fan. My girl A'ja Wilson is the greatest WNBA player of all time. Straight out of Hopkins, South Carolina, USC.
Who fucking cares?
Nigga, A'ja Wilson, the GOAT. She the Michael Jordan of the shit.
What does that have to do with anything that you?
We were just talking about the WNBA. Hey, play my meme, bro. This for you. This one for you. This meme actually for you.
What's wrong with you? Why you looking like that?
I'm hungry.
Okay, why you ain't stop and get some when you was gone?
Because why you ain't cook?
Because I'm busy.
Busy? I mean, you've been in the house all day.
Okay, and I got to take care of kids. I got to wash clothes. I got to clean. I got to go to football practice. I got to pick up for football practice. Then after that, I got to go to football training. I got to keep going. I didn't have time to cook.
But when you had a full-time job before I was working, I was doing all that. I ain't complaining. I still cook.
Well, I'm not you. I'm not you. I can't cook every day. Like, you should be able to respect that I did everything else but cook. Like,
what black
you
woman?
could have brought some food. Don't use the race card.
No, I'm about to use it because it's deep. This is a deep situation.
It's not that deep for you to
think about what you're saying. What black woman don't at least make cornbread once or twice a week for their man? Dinner at least I'm gonna say 3 times, and I ain't even push. I could really say 4, but I'm gonna say 3 times a week.
At the end of the day,
you ain't even make me dinner yesterday.
Okay. Busy yesterday.
But today's Sunday. I put an overtime shift and went in to work.
Okay, that's fine. I was busy today too.
So you ain't even cook Sunday dinner for the kids?
No, the kids ate. You just not gonna eat. That's why I say you should have got something on your way home because you passed all those food places.
No.
And you could have just got you something.
I pass food places every day out of y'all.
Listen, it's not that serious. Like
no. We ain't even about to do that. We not about to pull that. Not that serious. Right, we're not about to pull that.
Do you want me to go get you?
No, I want you to cook me something.
Okay, I don't have time to do that.
So what you about to do? You busy?
Yeah, I'm busy.
What you about to do?
I gotta help my kids with their project.
I can do that while you doing that.
No, you can cook, and then I can help them with their project. Like, I'm not with that cooking stuff. You're gonna have to find somebody else to do that.
I would. That's exactly what I would do.
Yeah, I already know I definitely find. But see, it's just easy to say that, but when them kids get involved, man, it get tough. You can't just leave. You got dang. Ooh, it get dark. That private report start goddamn popping that. But I honestly like.
Now, it would have been.
I don't know if it was his kids because she kept.
It'd have been the fact that she said, "Yeah, they ate."
Yeah,
nigga, that's the point. Where, like, to me, well, like,
the fucked up
even
part.
if like all 4 of them kids, even if they ain't all my kids, we live here together. I'm working. I'm outside working. You gonna choose to feed them little motherfuckers, and then it's fuck me.
That's tough.
After that, it's fuck you. I ain't staying. But like he chose, and like we don't know that motherfucker might have that goo wop. Like she might have that motherfucker can't lead a motherfucker. Like we never like it gotta be a reason a nigga.
No, niggas don't generally leave their family. We don't generally leave our
We don't know if all them kids are his either.
At the end of the day, it's still his family.
That's a tough one though. I wouldn't.
It's a tough.
But you would get talked to like that though.
I mean, I don't. Thank God I didn't choose that.
But I'm saying, but like, how long would you let that shit before it's fuck your family?
You see, the thing is that like I value so much my kids seeing me every day and seeing me grow as a man and see how I make decisions and see how I talk to their moms and all of these different things. I would hate to end up in. I would leave. Fuck it. I ain't gonna.
I'm saying, but like, how long could you let a motherfucker talk to you?
It wouldn't take that. It wouldn't be that.
Like you can't like shit up, even if it's for the fuck. Like I mean, like I ain't feeling like even my kids. I ain't gonna let my kids.
I do it for a minute, but
I ain't gonna let my kids watch me get talked to like that.
Honestly, I do.
Like I can't let my kids like imagine you got a son.
Yeah.
And he watching.
I wouldn't
his
say
mama.
I'll find me another woman, be at her house every day, putting my supply there. When
But like, I
you
wouldn't-
come up talking about somewhere to rent, nah, you got everything. You ain't got to worry about.
Yeah, but see, the thing about that is that I don't know if they're married or not, but if you married, that whole other woman jump that you lose.
He did say something about when she was working full time.
That was the part. That was the part that made me feel like that was the most disrespectful part. If we're doing this thing where we've both been in this situation, I clearly have done the thing that you're talking about, not doing. Like there needs to be some respect on the fact that I was. Valuable.
I'm gonna say this, and a lot of women probably don't want to hear it, but it's too many women out here to be playing games. Like,
oh yeah, no, it's plenty.
Like people don't be wanting to hear it, but it's plenty women wanting and wanting a good man.
Yeah, I mean,
and we talk about variety. If you a nigga that like,
oh, here we go. This for the hooker
no.
left.
Nah.
This for the hooker left.
Hey, let me get one more.
We got 15
I be
minutes.
feeling bad for the good girls too that don't be having.
No, we ain't got time, John. We got 15 minutes.
There's some good women that be having.
We got 15 minutes, but we're gonna get to your topic.
Get my
Just
one
do your
question
topic.
though. Okay, well shit. Well, my question.
I'm talking to Mike, bro.
Nah, fuck that. Hell yeah. My question is like, and it go to all American society. We'll, trim it down to black culture. But are we too soft? And
facts. Go ahead.
Man, fuck that. I love the drink. But like, I think like and it goes to some of the shit that pissed me off from last week. It comes to some of the things we've said about like that. But are we too soft as a culture? Meaning that like we get way too offended easily. Like we don't.
So you talking about like if you was in the suburbs and it was some people in the hood saying that you wasn't black enough.
I'm talking about if you riding around without no fucking tag and think it's right. I'm just talking about anything. Like I'm talking about are we right?
Huh? Like riding around with a tag is soft? Without a tag is soft?
But nigga, that's not the point I'm making. But the point I was making was niggas calling you out for getting pulled over. Like you can't be a victim. Like you riding around with no tags, and then nigga pull you over having a tag, you can't be a victim.
Oh no,
stretch Armstronged out. You stretch Armstronged out, Johnny.
What? So you riding around with a tag?
I don't think
and
no,
then get pulled over.
There was nothing anybody was saying. What I was trying to tell you earlier, bro, because somebody's saying a thing, instead of taking what they say, you're going with what you feel about what's being said to you.
Well, no, nigga said that I didn't understand.
Niggas did not say that. We didn't say that you should get a pass because you're driving that way. We just said if you humanize the person that's doing the thing, then you can understand the reason that they're doing it. Not that nobody's not going against accountability.
That's doing it, but there's plenty of people that like know the fuck better and just choose not to. Like it's plenty of motherfuckers riding around with no tag at all. Can we not acknowledge that? You not know motherfuckers that just buy the car and be like, fuck the tag.
I don't know a lot of people riding around
bro,
Johnny
I seen two
they
motherfuckers.
be getting the dog on 30 days though. They do be on the 30 days.
I'm talking about in the hood. You won't find that when you're talking about people within poverty. Some people cannot afford to do the thing. Johnny, which is very well what we're talking about.
People who will drive their car without the tag, but they be like in this neighborhood, they might go to the store real quick. Like just around the corner, I'm gonna go right here.
Still driving, and then if motherfucker pull them over, they can't like.
I feel. Yeah, I agree. I think they know the risk they taking. They don't be saying
that's the thing.
Nobody's
Nobody's there trying to claim victim. You adding that to the job.
But niggas said that like because I said niggas shouldn't drive with bad thing, I'm a leader.
No,
and here's my thing. Even when it comes down to elitists, I'll break it down to another thing. Like, are we so mad at the message or who is giving the message?
No, it's both.
Because but like.
It's both.
If the message is right, who gives it shouldn't matter.
No. Nigga,
right?
I'm not that touchy. If the message is right, I don't care who's saying it. What I'm saying is that the message is wrong.
The message
and you're
right
saying it, so I understand why you got here. You got here because you are innocent. You never had to live this experience.
Tell a motherfucker the message is wrong just based on who they are.
No, well, that's not what you trying to accuse us of doing. That's not what we did. You were fucking wrong.
That's what happened because like even like say a white dude call you a nigga.
Okay.
And then I call you a nigga.
Uh-huh.
What's the difference?
Shut the fuck up.
You worried about a word though. I'm saying, but I'm saying, what's the difference? You worried about the messenger.
All right, Johnny.
Versus the thing. Cause I'm saying like we
the connotation of that white man calling nigga compared to me
like
saying my nigga.
Not saying the N word on our show, and we can't even do it. We struggle to do it.
We also don't use it in the way that
a white person used the same word, we will automatically like our ears would just, oh shit, he said it. But we're not even mad at the word. We're mad about who said it.
Okay, so are we just going to dumb this? So are we going to just dumb this all the way down to that? Okay, why are we mad? Why are we mad, Johnny? What are you talking about?
I get.
Why are we mad?
Yeah, it's two different.
Is it about the word or is it about who calling you the word? That's the asking.
All right, bro.
Is it about the word?
I ain't going, Johnny.
Is it about the word?
This is low hanging fruit.
Ain't trying.
This is low hanging fruit conversation.
But it comes down to a lot of things where like I feel like motherfucker, and I'm guilty of the same shit. Where like,
fucking Johnny talking about.
Well, nigga, but I'm saying I'm guilty of a lot of shit. I don't care what the comments say. I'm guilty of the same thing. Where I'll get mad at somebody for saying something that's true.
Why would you?
If they're not the right person, because I feel away.
Well, what I'm saying is that don't put that on me because you do it.
But sometimes their message is right. But I feel like sometimes motherfuckers get caught up in who's saying it and don't listen to the message.
I don't disagree.
The connotation of what's being said to you matters. So like me saying, yo, what's up, my nigga, compared to a white dude coming up being like,
but if a white person said black people should stop being violent towards each other,
I'm not mad at that.
We said black people, black on black crimes. So we don't get mad. Motherfuckers say black on black crimes.
No, that's not something I would get mad about because that is.
Okay, as a whole, we don't get mad. White people.
Well, you're trying to get us to answer for the whole population. That ain't what last week. That was us having a conversation, right? That was us having a conversation. This had nothing to do with what everybody else would think.
When we talking about us, like my privilege, like whatever I said ain't had nothing to do with where I come from. It just had to do with me.
No, it does.
No, it don't.
It does.
Why? Because right is right and wrong is right. How the fuck where I come from have to do with that?
Because there's a different experience. If you experience a thing, that's like I've been working out all my life, right? I've been working out all my life. And you know what I mean? To hear a person talk about the struggle of working out, right? It's just hard for them to discipline themselves to work out.
But we talked about like middle class and how like when it comes to being check to check, that's not something that's obsolete from the middle class.
No.
So we're talking about
two different things. Listen, when you're middle class, so like we're middle class, right? I don't have a problem, even though I'm middle class. I don't necessarily live check to check, but it's close enough to say fuck it. I live check. I'll just say fuck. I don't mind saying fuck it. I live check to check. I still have enough money because I'm middle class. I still have enough money to pay for this thing. You know what I mean? I still have enough money to keep my tags together, even if I decide to prioritize, make that a priority versus something else. I have that wiggle room to make that happen.
But if you didn't,
but if I didn't
prioritize it, right?
If I didn't, then it wouldn't be a priority.
It's the truth.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I have some disposable income, right? So me deciding, I'll pay the light bill late this month or pay these bills this month late and go ahead and handle that. That's because I have the money. I can prioritize it because I have the money to do the thing. If I don't have the money to do the thing,
okay, but
when I could pay the credit card bill, I was prioritizing that. As soon as I had fell on hard times, and it ain't the priority no more.
That's just how it works.
But I'm saying, but we act like black people don't have like some of the biggest buying power. Like right, like when it comes to black people, do we not have some of the strongest buying power?
You know what?
Hey, how you do the call? How you do the call?
Oh, you just share the.
You gotta share the link. But I'm saying, but like,
so this right here,
we talk about black people's buying power and how much money we can spend. We prioritize something. If we're not doing the thing, it's because we're not.
And what Steve just
I disagree 100%. They sit there and be talking about that buying power shit. Where are we? How do we know that with the thing that they're talking about is true?
The shit.
So what?
To the fucking marathon. I ain't making this shit up. I got this.
No, I ain't saying you making it up. What I'm saying is that
I went down to marathon, told me that shit. Like I ain't making this shit up.
But you first off, you're very emotional about this.
No, I'm not above this. Yeah, I'm just loud. Emotional and loud are two different things.
Okay, but you are emotional.
I'm don't really like. I'm having fun.
Okay. At the end of the hold on. So okay, go ahead, continue. My bad.
But my thing is like if we have the buying power, and we talk about
we got
what we
Steve.
could do.
Go ahead.
And so it is a priority thing, and to act like everybody who's not doing it is just can't afford it. Well, there are some people that can afford it and they just like say fuck it. Like I've had people that come to me.
But are the majority of people doing this
and their thing? But I don't know what the majority.
You know that, bro. That's what I'm talking about. See, you
think the majority is just on the edge and just like not doing, or the majority is like,
bro, the majority can afford. If you you ain't just risking getting pulled over by the police every day just because.
If you buy a Tahoe and don't put a tag on it at all, you saying fuck the system.
Okay, well,
and I've seen motherfuckers ride around with no tag at all.
Okay. Well, look, on average, when you see these people that's driving that way, are they driving Tahoes? No. Most of these cars, be honest, like realistic. Most of the time, you see people that don't have those tags on. Them cars be fucked up. That be some old fucked up cars for the overwhelming majority.
To pay $8,000 on the car and then not get no tag on it or something like that.
Come on, bro. We got Steve,
bro. Like I'm saying, if you don't have the money to buy the tag,
hey man,
sign up for like
get Johnny behind the camera. Get Johnny ass behind the camera next episode, man.
Hey Steve, so like if you can't afford your tags or your license or your insurance, you should be able to drive.
Johnny, I think you just trying to make everything just so.
No, I asked a simple question.
It's so
should you be able to drive if you can't afford the registration, the insurance, or the license?
I think you're trying to take everything as black and white, and the world is much more complex.
No.
The world is much more complex than that. Like they say, yeah, people shouldn't drive without a tag or whatever the case may be, but sometimes economic circumstances and predicament, you have to drive, regardless of whatever the status of your tag is.
The risk that you are taking. And if you get caught up in it, you can't be a victim.
You can though.
You
can though.
Last week while I was on the way to the DMV without my tag, like,
and you would have had to wait.
Like there's like Johnny, you act like there's like John, you act like there's not like a whole set of circumstances that lead people to these predicaments.
But you act like it's a whole bunch of niggas that be like, fuck it, I'm gonna just drive because they ain't gonna pull me over. It's in Charlotte, they lax, I can just get away with it.
Do you feel like
you act like it's not a whole bunch of niggas that act like
are
that?
The majority of people thinking that?
I don't know. I think niggas ride around with no tag.
No, what I'm saying is,
I see two motherfuckers with no tags,
and this is what we're saying. If you live in the hood, you see this, and you around these people, you can humanize. Like I know the nigga, like we talk at the corner store. I see these people.
So everybody got their priorities straight.
No. So is that what I said?
You said you know the people.
What I'm saying is that if you don't grow up and understand the scenario, then you cannot humanize these people. You can't humanize. Like he just said, hold on, let me finish. Like he just said, the fact that you can't afford it, more than likely there was the system isn't working for you, right? So you can consider yourself a victim before this thing even happens. Mm-hmm. This is just a part of what you go through from being in.
That's just like you taking that small issue, but that's just a byproduct of the grander problem in society. And I think that's kind of the issue, even when we talking, and I really just called in because once you brought up the buying power myth, that's propaganda. And I do find it strange. Let me finish. I do find it strange that you sit up on this episode and say black people should have this ability to discern propaganda and have media literacy when buying power is a marketing tool in order to get black people to spend more money. That's all it's been and all it's ever been. And if you want to trace black buying power or even if you trace the origins of buying power and the creations of buying power back to its origins, it's a creation of the University of Georgia Business School marketing department. The whole conceptualization about black buying power is that in order for us to sell to advertisers So whether it's radio stations that you might be familiar with, like Tom Joyner. Tom Joyner made a lot of money selling black buying power to white advertisers. And really, what we considering black buying power is bill money that black people are paying their bills with.
Exactly.
They want every dollar that you paying your bills with to go to consumption. We should stop.
That's the facts right there. That's the thing about it. They talk about buying power. They talk about how much money you make. That ain't how much money you have. You know what I mean? Disposable income.
They are
just how much you.
That's a market. That's a marketing tool. And we gotta stop falling for these false histories about. I mean, I think people should really go read what Nixon did in the 70s to propagandize black people away from radical politics. They understood. I
got a question though. Like when it comes down to like the Great Depression and black people didn't have their money in the banks, and when all the white people lost their banks, and it was not like the Cadillacs and a lot of these corporations that were like turning around to market to black people to save their companies because we were buying it. Like, did that not happen?
But you acting like that's something special in a economy. But you're
almost died. There was a lot of and they lean to black people. There's documentaries telling you how to sell to the Negro.
Again, but you're proving my point. Black buying power is a marketing tool. There is no liberation in black buying power. There is no liberation in the amount of which we can consume. There's no liberation from that. The only way you get.
But I'm saying, but if we're going to be victims and say we can't spend money on someplace else when we have been it's been proven that we can do the thing.
Johnny, if you live around these people, you can see it, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's why I keep going back to the rats versus the roaches. The same thing. It's different when you have a lived experience. You're speaking about something that like. You don't actively. You always go back to. Oh yeah, I had cousins that was da 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 da.
Well, no, nigga,
That's the same thing that the white folks
check to check in the middle class because most middle class people don't have savings. So I had to make them same decisions.
How many cars? How many cars have you lost?
I've lost a quarter full. Yeah, I've lost one.
But Johnny, it's funny that you can realize that there's even a struggle at the middle class. And at some point, if this struggle is universal, at some point, that is not an individual failing. If the
answer to it is individually people choosing different. That's the only way we're gonna fix it.
Put me to mass society. The reason why the economy has decayed over the past 50 years, in which the working class man, white man, black man, whatever man, the reason why they job have been shipped overseas for the last 50 years, that's an individual failing.
Come on.
You telling me deindustrialization of America is an individual failing? That's our fault. You telling me that changing our economy from a
you listen to a call.
This is the same thing.
But how
is it a box? No, fuck where. No. Is it a box? Like he put me. Hold on. How many sides does it have?
If you got me in a box, that's different.
Because I get it because you want to believe in this thing so much that you refuse to see that the very thing that you want to believe in, it thrives off your exploitation. And it thrives off the exploitation of everybody else's labor who live here. Eventually, they're going to grind everybody into dust unless everybody get on one accord. Because that's the only way they can accumulate more capital. Once I stole all the money from the poor, I move up to the middle class. Once I stole all the money from the middle class, I'm going to steal all the money from the upper middle class. It's gonna get a time where it's everybody chance to be ground into dust. And if we don't move in one accord, when we talking about the New World Order or this Project 2030, you will own nothing and be happy and all of this type of stuff, they setting you up for this.
Yeah.
Because we keep trying to individualize it and say it's something as an individual that we've done to fail.
Well, I don't think it's about the individual failing, but I think because of course ain't none of this shit on any one person. But I think there is a unity that has to happen if we're gonna break it,
Yeah, but we say a unity got to happen, but we got to be cognizant of what's being used to disunify us.
Exactly.
And so for so many years, whether it's culture war issues, racial issues, whatever you want to name it, people got to understand that those issues have destroyed what could have been. America was on the verge of having universal health care in 1972. The only reason they didn't do it is because Southern politicians couldn't figure out a way to keep Negroes from getting universal health care.
Democrats or Republicans?
Democrats. They Southern Democrats in 1970s. I mean, in the 1970s, though, Nixon, I really think it's important that people go read up on how Nixon thought about black people. He thought black people politics was too radical. And he said, you know what we gonna do? We gonna let a couple Negroes open up a couple McDonald's, and then we'll sell them a dream. And that's what Nixon did. And it's you don't have to speculate about it. It's not conspiracy theory. They wrote it down. They wrote it down. It said it that the Negro politics is too radical, so we gonna sell them black capitalism. And people sit up on these podcasts and act like black capitalism is a threat to the system when they sold it to you. When that's what they want you to do. That's what they want you to do.
Pushed it further in the 80s.
That's what they want you to do.
But Steve, bro, we appreciate you coming in and providing these corners.
Hey, I appreciate it, Steve.
Yeah, I hope are you good now?
Oh,
John, that's the Modelo. The Modelo's, he didn't lay off them.
Hey, Steve, this should get me in my bag.
It wasn't the Modelo's. It was before the show.
Yeah, we had a few shots before the show.
Modelo's. I was on this type of time.
But Steve, hold on, we appreciate you calling in, brother. I appreciate it. Love you coming. You know what I mean? I see how you pause. Hold on, shit.
You love that nigga.
Pause. No. We appreciate you.
I know what he mean.
I love you coming, Paul.
I had to. All right. Anyway, we appreciate you for pulling up, Steve. We just want to let say his piece before we peel out.
All right, man. Y'all be easy. Y'all be easy.
All right, buddy. Be blessed, man.
Yeah, Steve worded that joke real good.
What up,
Hey. I ain't gonna say no cuss words. I told y'all put Steve up there because he articulately put everything I said without using my foul language. And the things I say is all fact-based, majority of it. And if I'm wrong, I always say I stand corrected at any time. But the thing is this right here, Johnny. Sometimes you got to look at things as a different point. But see, you grew up differently from them two chairs next to you. And your chair, as you sit,
like, look at blackness though. Like that's the part of my
no. You have to understand that all black is not the same.
Differently. I'm who I am, and black is just as black
is not the same black. All black is not the same black, and all thoughts are not the same.
Why do you so much want to no, because we are the same black.
No. You let Steve talk, but you didn't talk over him, but you're going to talk over me right now, which is very disrespectful. Very disrespectful.
So, my bad. I'll let you finish.
What I'm saying to you is this right here. All black ain't the same black. Just because I look like you don't mean I went through the same situation you went through. You might have gone through a situation that I went through that I don't understand. That's why I tell everybody, stand in your lane and stay in your lane. Stand in the lane that is meant for you. Do things that are meant for you and towards you, positively, negatively, or whatever. Sometimes you don't know. You might be a standing target, but I could tell you to move because I know that you need to move. I might be a standing target, but you can tell me to move because you know better. All situations that happen amongst us aren't the same with us, but we go through the same thing from people that think that we all are the same. Every day we live this life that we walk on. We do different things. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, but my thing is though to say that my black is different based on like where I'm from. Or say I have a privilege, it discounts the struggle. I do go through black and act like my black ain't the same.
No, that's how you
but no,
feel.
but I'm saying,
hold on, listen, think about this. Nobody.
It's the same blackness, bro. I'm just as black as
everybody
else.
You like hold on, listen.
You don't see that's why I said let Steve say it, because with me, people who come from a certain space will look at me completely different because of the way I talk, the things I say, and because I'm not as educated as the people that they grew up around, which is sad.
But when you get treated like that, it's because of your skin, though. When you get treated bad, when I get treated bad, it's because of my skin.
If I sat at the same education level as your next door neighbor, black man, you would not do this to me right now. Right now, you're being very disrespectful towards me.
You're not gonna tell me my black ain't the same because of where I'm from.
Bro, you getting mad about? It's not something that's like it's not. You get mad about it. It's not something to get mad about. It's not a bad thing.
Right now.
What he's saying is that different black people have different experiences. Right. Somebody who grew up poor has a different experience than somebody who grew up in a middle class family with a different thing. They're both going to be advantageous to each other.
Can't use the word.
Don't listen to
hear what I'm saying. You have stuff that you know. You have experiences that you have that I don't know. Hear what I'm saying? There's certain stuff I like finances and stuff like that. You're a lot more. I guarantee you know a lot more about finances than I did growing up. I'm learning stuff now, but I didn't grow up being able to like learn it then. So my mindset was poor. My mindset was is literally a poor mindset that I'm still trying to get out of because I grew up in that environment. Not growing up in that environment. You were fortunate. You had two parents who was like, I'm not saying that means you didn't go through anything. That's not what that means. It doesn't mean you didn't go through anything.
Y'all minimize because y'all say
we're not minimizing. Hear what I'm saying?
Y'all do minimize it, bro.
May I jump into it for a second?
Listen, what we're saying is that your experience. John, chill, please. Johnny, chill, please. Can I just jump into this for a second and give y'all an example of my life? Please. I'm gonna stand back and just can I example my life now with us. I'm from Newark, New Jersey, right? I grew up. It was 6 of us, right? It was 6 of us, and we grew up. My mother and my father. Now, with the 6 of us growing up, people looked at us differently. You see, my daddy take me fishing. My daddy showed me things. He told me how to fix this or do this things and whatever. My mother taught things and whatever. But everything that was taught with us was in our household. But when we went out the household, everybody thought we were better than them. Or they said we were better than them. No, it wasn't. I came from a 2-family household that both my parents worked in the hood. Everything that everybody else seen, we seen. All the struggles they went through, we went through them. But yet, they looked at us differently because my father was there. Okay, so hold on. Let me pause you for a second. Do you feel that there was some merit to them looking at you differently?
No.
Exactly.
Because all of us. Hold on. Listen. It was no merit for that, but I didn't think until I got older to think that they looked down. They looked at us like they looked at me differently. I thought I was better than them. No, I didn't.
No. Hold on. I'm talking about what you thought. We're talking about your experience. So look, I think that honestly, everything is something that as people that we want to do. But like at the end of the day, he was different. He grew up seeing his dad teaching him along his life, whereas the other people that was in that community weren't experiencing that.
But you ain't got to talk to him like he's different when he got it.
It depends on where you're from. It depends on where
you're from. But also you have to look at it for us in this right here. We were taught to do everything. My sisters was taught to be where they were at. I was taught to be where I'm at. I was taught to cook, clean, do whatever. They were taught to be able to do whatever they got to do for their cars and all that shit. We were taught this from both parents. And when you come from a both parent household and people look at you and say that you this way because you're respectful in certain ways, oh, you're not this, oh, you're this. It makes you think, but I didn't give a damn. And I didn't look at nobody no less or whatever. I looked like they were weird. I was the weird one, but everybody thought that I was weird because I wasn't like them. I didn't want to do this and I couldn't do this. My mom would come and pull me off the goddamn block. Pull my ass home. I was weird, but I wasn't, but I was at the same point. But with me, it came down to the point of love. I came from a loving environment. And with that loving environment, it helped develop me into the man I am today. And it helped, you know what I'm saying, Q be the man he is right now because it wasn't for his grandkids, his grandparents teaching us to be who we are and being to say what we're doing, we'd be more fucked up than we are. But we were in the trenches every day.
Hey, look, I don't want to cut you off too much, but we just kind of went over the time. I think that we'll give us.
I love y'all.
We appreciate you. Love
y'all. I appreciate
love
you,
man.
Love you, up.
And yes,
I ain't mad at you. I'm coming down to Rock Hill soon.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, with everything he was saying, you still was missing the point, bro. It's not nobody's trying to pick on you for growing up a different way. There are certain things that you have said that show you don't understand what it's like to grow, and that's what people have a problem
that's what's
with.
pointing out.
It's not like you're trying to turn this into a victim thing. It wasn't a victim thing. There was nobody was picking on you.
When it comes to being black, I know about being
bro,
black.
Nobody said you don't know about being black.
Exactly.
It's not
we just talk about
I never talked about being poor. I talked about being black. I ain't never.
Yeah, but what we're saying,
for poor people.
right? But what we're saying is that the lens that
you're
talking about, we're talking about something that has to do with poor people, and you don't have the same empathy that you talk about having. You don't have this empathy that you talk about because, and I think that it be, and based on this, we feel like it comes.
I got a question.
Hold on, let me finish what I'm saying before you ask your damn question. So it seems as though you consistently have these opinions, and the only thing is that okay, you don't have this lived experience that we have, and that's where we're going to draw the line and say, okay, that's probably why you're. Listen to me. That's probably why you connecting the dots the way that you connected.
No, because it may not be. You ain't said to me before. Because you remember when we first had the first podcast. What was my question? Empathy or accountability? What's more important?
Right.
And y'all niggas said accountability.
What I'm saying,
y'all niggas said accountability.
Okay, listen.
Nigga told me I'm too empathetic towards hood niggas.
No, what I'm telling you is that when you're around the thing, when you hold on, Johnny, when you're around this thing and you've been around this thing, you know how to judge it, whether it needs empathy or accountability differently than if you're not around it, right? So you just talking about, oh, these niggas riding around without their tags. It's because of their prioritization.
A lot of it is because of that.
What I'm talking about, but then when I say on average, you're still saying the same shit you saying.
Because I've seen the niggas.
Hold on. Let me break it down like this. I got a different way of breaking this down. I'm gonna do this, and if you don't understand it from here, then we're gonna leave it alone. You're a car salesman. I'm a graphic designer. Now, you know a lot of inside stuff about car selling because you sell cars. I know a lot of stuff about graphic design because I do graphic design. You could go on Canva and learn how to do Canva, but that don't mean you're a graphic designer and you know what to do when it comes time to print a magazine. Do you get what I'm saying? So you don't have that experience to sit there and be like, this magazine should only take such and such time to print.
You to come like him and be like, well, car salesman should be X, Y, and Z, and you never sold
I don't think that's what he was saying though.
But I'm saying, but the same way you're telling me about like the graphic design, there's another side.
What I'm saying, what I'm saying is,
but you see what I'm saying, like car salesman, graphic design, and there's one side that like I might not know about as a car salesman. But there's another side that as a graphic designer, you're not going to know about.
What I'm saying is you're not going to understand the deadline of selling or of having to put it like this. If I got a deadline on a project and I have a certain amount of stuff to do and I have to organize this a certain way, like you're not going to understand that in the same way because that's not your experience. Same as I'm not going to understand what goes on within the car place to sell this car and the stuff that you might have to do. Like I have hidden stuff that I have to do. So like in order to send off,
so like,
have
you ever heard me criticize cars or graphic design?
Hear what I'm saying? No. It's not you thinking it's a criticism, and it wasn't a criticism. The thing is, what people are saying is that you don't understand what's going on in this field of things. Like,
and that's okay.
It ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's like I don't understand. Like, only thing I know about, I don't know anything about growing up in a 2-parent household, let alone a 2-parent household that's middle class. I can't speak a middle class experience.
But y'all will say it's privileged.
Let me finish.
And it's not like, but y'all will put privileged on it. You literally say, I don't know what it's like. You literally just said, I don't, but then you will put privileged on it.
Because we
saying that's some bullshit.
Because we understand what economics means. So, like, if you're in a middle class family, that means that you living in a middle class house. That means that the schools around your house are going to be much better than the schools that I'm dealing with.
Don't put privileged on it, though.
But what I'm saying is that, bro,
that's all I'm saying. Don't put privileged on it.
Maybe you feel too strongly about the word privilege, because at the end of the day, comparative to the average, that is privilege. I ain't saying that you white people privilege, but see what I'm saying? Is there not levels of privilege?
I'm not.
Or is this a blanket word?
Put it like this.
I think if you're talking about privilege compared to white people, it's not privilege.
Okay. Nobody said that. We didn't say
like don't call it privilege.
All right, bro. You just too emotional with the man. I'm sorry. You just don't. You don't like the word.
Privilege. Don't call it privilege.
Now this is the thing, though, bro. I said this last week in the same discussion. I said I also don't agree with people acting like people who are fortunate don't have anything that they go through. I said this last week.
100%.
And the other thing is, I forget. I didn't call you privileged. I said that you were fortunate that you was able to grow up in a different
type of whatever you said. It was
I said your type of people. And I was
I appreciate it though, and like I ain't mad at you, but like I'm saying, I know as a person that's from that, I didn't appreciate it.
But the thing is, when I said your type of people, I was saying fortunate. That's what I was.
I don't want to be called fortunate because, like,
so you're not fortunate that your parents worked as hard as they worked.
I don't want to hear that.
Look, you're not fortunate that your parents worked as hard as they worked. They stayed together your entire life. Were able to provide you a standard of living that is above average for your counterpart.
Shield me from the bullshit.
I'm not saying so, but are you still not fortunate? Nobody's saying your life was perfect. Are you still not
didn't go through nothing, that you didn't struggle at all? That's not what anybody's saying.
Bro, you try to jump to extremes for no reason.
And privilege are two different things.
It's blessed fortunate.
Blessed is fortunate.
It's not.
Blessed is not.
It is, bro.
All right. Well, we don't went over. Hey, damn, I'm about to take your job. We in this room. I'm used to host.
Hey, these niggas yelling at me. This nigga angry at me. This nigga
angry. You know, everybody's watching the same show, bro. They don't watch the show like.
It's cool.
You should watch this episode tomorrow.
Yeah, you should watch it.
Y'all, it seems like y'all was yelling at me, but I appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Big facts.
I am your host, Johnny P.
Old head real.
It's home, bro. I'll be back behind the camera.
And we love everybody. The Suburbans and everything.